And chat, how's it going, guys? Welcome back to Final Fantasy XIV, where we're continuing the Heavensward MSQ, focusing on that today, because there's no new seasonal event I haven't done, and I don't have any class quests ready to go. So yeah, we're just going to work on MSQ today. Let me bring Danny and Minda on the call. Hello.
Hello.
How's it going?
Well enough.
Good.
Good to hear.
Currently suffering from Castlevania mania.
Oh yeah. How's that going?
Pretty good. Finished Aria of Sorrow and very nearly finished Cycle of the Moon.
Nice.
And may have been listening to the various Rondo of Blood and remix soundtracks.
I am trying to give my cat as much attention as possible, so hopefully when I actually need to, like, do stuff in-game, he will be chilled. Like me.
Oh, it's so funny that you think that's how it's going to work.
I don't think it's how it's going to work. I'm just hoping.
I just like how loud and vocal your cat is. A lot of cats aren't.
Yeah. He is a very needy boy. Oh, God.
Guys, you won't believe what I just tried to do.
What'd you just try to do?
I just tried to control my character through the stream.
So I do a similar thing where, what I will do a lot of times when I'm watching Lord's stream is I will try to like drag the camera around to look at something that's just off screen. Cause my brain just goes, I should be able to just turn the camera a little bit when I'm looking at the Final Fantasy window.
Yeah, 986. Fair enough.
My funny thing, which I'm just gonna leave it so that you can see it when I finish logging in, is I forgot that last time I played this character was when I was dressed up for the fashion report. So I'm just gonna let you take a gander at this. I'm running it behind you right now as we speak. This is what I was wearing when I logged out.
Nice.
This week's
Show off those legs.
Yep. Right.
Alright. Lead off the air in the Cavern of Morn.
Oh yeah, we want to get those Ether Current quests done.
Oh yes.
Yeah. So you'll want to teleport to Tailfeather.
Not Annex Shrine, Tailfeather. Okay.
Yeah. Because there is a Ether Current quest there.
Cool.
Yeah.
Oh, I gotta swap my minion. Hang on. We get Wind Up Alphino.
Feel free to add a spy.
Oh yeah. List. Invite to partay. Invite to partay. Might as well invite Milena as well. Okay. So there are blue quests this way, which I assume are the Ether Current quests.
Yeah.
That is correct.
Master Sohm has one.
The hunter becomes the Qua.
The hunter becomes the quack.
One of my men was attacked by a chocobo. You might think that's a common story, what with all the hunting we do, but I'm told this one was unnaturally big. Of course, in the end, size don't matter. We can't be having our quarry stalking us. That's why I'm... What?
He's talking about a cock being really big.
Ah. That's why I'm planning to capture the beast before it harms any more of my men. God damn it. God damn it, Danny.
Discord added a new feature.
Oh, God. I already know you as a reliable handler of the birds. That's why I need your help tracking it down. Think you could lend old Sohm a hand one more time? If the prospect piques your interest, it'd be best to start off by asking the leaders of my camps what they know of the monster. Come back and share your findings with me when you're done. Refresh Pig's soul, because he's about to run out. Alright, so the 3 camps.
Which I believe we visited for a previous quest.
We did. I'm just looking at my mini-map to remind me of the way. Come on. Okay. From the way I heard it, one of the hunters was attacked unprovoked and got knocked unconscious by a single kick. You never heard of a chocobo doing that. They're horse analogs. Of course they'll knock you out with a single kick. Have you ever met a horse? Well, okay, they haven't met a horse, but... Also, I just said, have you ever met a whore? And...
Well, like, they're a combination of horses and ostriches, so...
That just makes it more likely.
Yeah, that just makes it way worse.
He has met a horse now.
Yeah, I don't know why, but there are a couple of people, and I think you've run into them already. There are like a couple of people who actually do call chocobos horse birds.
Yeah,
and I don't know why I find that so funny.
Yeah, the Dermans.
Yeah. Oh yeah, you ride horse birds, don't you? Like, yes, I suppose. I have questions though.
They very much were not used to the smell. It's so funny to me that, like, one of the iconic things about Chocobo nowadays is that they
stink real bad.
Yeah.
Fate joined, fate abandoned. You ain't never seen a chocobo like this one. Monstrous it was, with a razor-sharp beak. See that cage there? Blasted chocobo pulled the door right off its hinges. Most like it was trying to rescue the bird inside. So we've got a mommy chocobo on our hands. That is straight up a T-Rex over there.
Yeah, it is.
Being fought by Vladimira Tepesh.
Its name is Yowie.
There is a more normal T-Rex looking model somewhere in this game. I know because I have it as a mount.
Yeah, the version that you get with a mount is also pink, purple, and a little bit of blue. So it's just like, oh, this dinosaur has the stereotypical 80s color scheme. I love it. I want 12.
Yeah. Bisexual T-Rex.
I don't have that mount on this character, sadly, so I cannot demonstrate right now.
It's a dinosaur.
Ha!
Although you can also get this kind of dinosaur, or this kind of T-Rex as a mount as well. They are both mounts.
Nice.
Available in different ways.
That bird ain't scared of us hunters, I can tell you that much. It's rare one of us comes away from an encounter with it unscathed. Yeah, I can tell.
There's also a pterodactyl mount, which I am sort of working on getting, but it requires an absurd amount of crafting to get.
Yeah, it's one of the rarest mounts in the game, and at one point I was stood next to two people riding it. It's like, huh, this is a rare sight. I think the only rarest sight I think I've seen is when I was in a alliance raid with people wearing the titles for being the European Championship for the Feast PvP, and another person who was the runner-up, and apparently they'd not queued together.
Nice.
Wow, random chance for that? That's wild.
Yeah. And the thing was, like with Feast back in the day, it was specifically a limited number of people who could get that title. It was like 100 per server.
Well,
wow.
One of them was literally a champion from when they did an official tournament.
Yeah.
So there were only 4 people in Europe with that title.
Yeah. That's some crazy stuff.
Yeah. Seems that Chocobo's been stirring up trouble all around the forest. While you were gathering information, I went out and checked the traps that are set up around Tailfeather. Ain't nothing left of them but scattered straw and broken wood. Can't say we've ever dealt with a problem like this one. Might be that this Chocobo has taken some kind of revenge on us hunters, and these acts are a means of provoking us. Smart bird! By all accounts, this Chocobo is stronger and more clever than the rest. I'll say, if it's clever enough to do this.
I think the words you're looking for are, clever girl.
I expect capturing it won't be a simple feat. Oh, that got me the ether current? I don't have to hunt down the Chocobo?
Yes, this is a multi-part quest. A lot of ether current quests do this, where they are just like jumping off points for multi-part quests. And some of them are pretty interesting. If you want to keep going with this, we certainly could.
I think this one might lead to a Thavnarian Onion, which lets your Chocobo go above level.
Oh yeah.
Level, but it's not super important right now.
It's definitely. I mean, nothing is important. But if you think it'll be fun to hunt a Chocobo.
How long's the quest?
I don't know.
Fair enough.
Probably not too long, probably.
You know what? Sure. Chocobo's last stand, right?
Probably, yep.
I don't know what that then.
That looks right.
Preparing for the most dangerous game. I thought we were hunting Chocobos, not Lalafels. It seems that wild Chocobo has it out for us hunters, and when one of their kind gets something like that in its head, ain't no way it'll ever be fit for riding. The only choice we have now is to put the bird down, rare as it might be. This job will require all the hands I've got, and you've proven to be a stout ally to us hunters. I want you to go along with my best trackers and find out where this monstrous Chocobo lays its roost. The whereabouts of that Chocobo won't be a mystery for long. Let's see. A broken trap was discovered in the vicinity of the BLM River. That'd be a good place to start our search. Alright, the BLM River, I guess. Which is
Directly north of us.
Aha.
If I remember right, there's a little story about the BLM River's name. I'm not anywhere near the Fate. Why is a Fate mob aggroed onto me all the way over here?
Hey.
I don't know what I expected talking to this Chocobo. All it said was quah. I'm not sure why you can talk to that Chocobo. Quack, quack! That was close, but I'll be alright. Don't let the bird get away. Follow it. Horizon Zero Dawn style tracks appear. Which way?
Ah, here we are. The BLM River. It's a corruption
north?
of a dragon.
Northeast. Okay, sorry, go on.
It's a corruption of Huarum, which is dragon for calm water. So it was named by dragons, but then the Pierre and Ellison in the area ended up not quite having the grasp on the language, ended up just warping it.
Yeah.
It's
if
wild
they
that they
were
put...
speaking English, we would say they anglicized it. But that word technically doesn't make sense because they didn't Englishify it. They
no Anglo-Saxons on Eorzea.
Yeah.
Also, the Halo, which you mentioned, you thought might be Halo because Halone, actually has the same kind of origin. It's Quelos, meaning path to loneliness in dragon language.
Oh.
There's also Mare's Earth, which came from Mar Ros, which is summer's woken.
It's wild the amount of detail they put into some of these, into all of these location names and lore bits.
Yeah, well, like, apparently, I recently learned, because I was, like, looking into some of this language stuff, before it became clear that 1.0 was unsalvageable, and they were, like, and they, like, needed to, like, kill it and start over from scratch. The original plan was for Heavensward to be the first expansion. So they were already, like, into developing Ishgard and the Dragon Lore when 1.0 came out, and then they were like, okay, scratch that. We need to fix the game before we can do any of that. Which means that Koji Fox, who is the main translator for this game, basically had like an extra 2 years to just workshop the dragon language.
Oh, cool.
And I think that's probably why it's so detailed compared to a lot of stuff in this game.
Koji Fox is not behind the dragon language. They have one specific person who their entire job is to translate into the dragon language, work out the dragon language rules, and then send it back to Japan after it's been translated.
Well, I heard that was Koji Fox's job in addition to being the translator, but whatever. Whoever it was, like, they were working on this stuff in 1.0, and they just had to, like, put it on the shelf for a couple of years for ARR to come out, and then they got to, like, put it all out on display in Heavensward.
Yeah, there's on the official forums, there's a couple posts by the person who is in charge of the dragon language, giving information on it, backstory, overview, what their role is in the company, and they basically said, well, if I'm ever gone, you probably won't have the dragon language anymore.
Alright. Let's kill this boss. Somebody talked to the NPC and triggered the,
Yes, I been smacked by a chocobo.
Somebody accidentally triggered the next phase of the quest.
Whoever did that, please don't, so I can actually see the dialogue.
It didn't have any dialogue, it was just quack, 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 and then it attacked.
Ah, okay. Ain't never seen such fight in a chocobo before, but it's all over now, I suppose. Don't worry about me. I can manage my way back to camp in a bit. Could you go ahead and tell the chief, though? That wasn't the chocobo we were sent to kill, was it?
Yeah, it was. or at least we think it was. We might go and we might turn in this quest and find out. No, the chocobo you're looking for was way bigger than that.
I should hope so. Oh yeah, I could have teleported back to Tailfeather. Oh well.
Yeah. You still can. Somebody invited you to in the party.
What? You've gone and done the... You've gone and done the deed already? Well, I'm disappointed I missed the fight, but I'm glad to see you and my men are still in one piece. Chocobos are smarter than they look, so if they start attacking people like you and me, then we got no choice but to put them down. It don't give me any pleasure, but it's gotta be done.
I guess that was it.
Yeah.
Well, that's disappointing.
Well, yeah, a bit anticlimactic.
Were there two enemies? Were there two enemies? Were there two enemies there, or just that draft chocobo?
Just that one big chocobo.
Well, that's disappointing.
Yeah. And now we want to teleport to Annex Shrine. That's where our next quest is. Actually, you go do that. I'm going to, real quick, head back to Gridania and get our teleport thing back up.
Yeah.
Teleport thing?
You continue. I'll catch up.
I'm asking what you're doing.
The free company discount.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I'm getting the free company teleport discount. We don't have any in our inventory right now, so I need to go buy one first.
Is this upstairs, or...?
I think it's upstairs, yeah.
Now I gotta find the stairs.
It's a big hole at the
back. Here we are. Escas.
You can also fly straight up through the hole in the floor here, but we're kind of unlocking flying, so might not be able to do that bit yet.
Yeah, Milena. If we need to be level 60, none of us are level 60 yet except you. I sense a great power within you. Yes, you will make a suitable adversary. Is this a friendly throwdown, or to the death? Our younglings must learn the hardships of battle. You will find them just beyond the tower. Go.
So to the death, then?
Go and hold nothing back. To the death!
Kill the younglings? Anakin Skywalker, these bitches.
You beat me to the joke.
I was going to say, anything you say, Anakin. Okay. I cannot fall off. Lame.
Dragon corpse.
You're going the wrong way, Law.
There is no response.
I mean, technically you're going the right way, but not for this quest.
That was a drop. Oh yeah, I can invite you, Jojo. Hang on. Ana Yuzuka.
Enough of a level difference that we probably won't get any experience, but at the same time, we don't need experience.
Yeah, we're way over leveled for the story anyway, so it doesn't really matter right now.
It's not like you get any experience from fighting stuff in this game anyway.
Yeah. You do if you're a blue mage, but that's about it.
I don't understand. Man is not fit to battle with dragons. Well, how about woman? Nevertheless, I will do as father asks. I take no pleasure in preying on the weak. If you cannot best Comb's score, I have no business with you. Battle with you? I would rather not waste my time. Perhaps Combe Gone would find amusement in something so trivial. Alright, well, I guess we'll kick this kid's ass then. You okay there, little buddy? You good? He just faded from existence.
He's back over here.
Oh, thank God. Ugh, that's not possible. My brothers will make you pay. Alright, Score, your turn. How dare you do such a thing to Combe Gone? You may have beaten him, but your games end here. But how? Where did you obtain such power? No matter. Combe Kerr will deal with you yet. What trickery is this? I will not let you make a mockery of me and my brothers. No trickery here, just overwhelming brute force.
Also, it is kind of 2 on 1.
It's like 6 on 1. What are you talking about?
Well, you and I are the only ones fighting them.
So this is the strength of man? Perhaps we've underestimated your kind. You defeated Combe Kerr! I don't believe it. Your strength impresses me. Perhaps your kind are not the frail creatures I thought them to be. We sure aren't. Or at least I'm not. Alright, let's go tell their dad we kicked the shit out of his kids. Okay, the spiral here, the spiral on the walls here goes in the opposite direction of the stairs, and it bothers me.
Not gonna lie, it bothers me too.
It's like a double helix.
So, the younglings have learned their place. Do not worry. My intention is not to foster ill relations, but to teach. The younglings grow too prideful, doubting the strength of men. But thanks to you, they now understand. Okay, is that the last ether current?
The only one left is from the
last
story.
side quest.
Cool.
The last ether current side quest, I mean, technically.
Yeah. And there is one in the field somewhere in the volcano.
Yeah, but like we're literally on our way to it. Like the MSQ will lead us to that one, so we're just gonna let it do that.
To the MSQ then.
Indeed. Back to Bugland.
Vinegaroon is such a strange name for them, because a real Vinegaroon is like a scorpion.
Oh, is that a dungeon we're headed towards?
Ah, there's the last current in the field. As soon as you hand this quest in, we'll be up to date on current events. I have been granted terrible power. Including the ability to randomly add quacks.
Don't go too overboard with it. Yeah, we are about to do a dungeon, aren't we? Oh, the dragon's melted off the human half of this statue, huh? Well done, little one. As promised, I shall open the way to Sohm's summit for thee and thy companions. Oh, floating mountain, huh? All right. Heed me now, children of man. The domain you seek to enter hath not seen visitors of your kind in nigh on 1,000 years. Though I freely grant you passage, your presence will not be welcomed. To my kin, this mountain is revered as holy ground and resting place both. Wear you the minions of Nidhogg during your ascent, for 'tis certain they shall take great offense at your intrusion. So we're just going to murder our way up the mountain. Huh? Alright. We are grateful for your warnings, gentle Vidofnir. My final words are for thee, Dragoon. Have care to keep the stolen power thou wieldest in check, lest it breed further despair. Yeah, about that, he doesn't have a great track record with keeping that in check. Alright, bye. Estinian? The way is open. Let us not tarry here. A moment. Shall we blindly forge on, knowing the dangers that await us? Tiamat herself is sent to guard this peak.
It means what we usually do.
I do not fear Nidhogg's consort. Any dragon foolish enough to bar our paths shall feel the sting of my lance. Spoken like a true butcher. Need I remind you that we are come to parley a peace? Let us be clear, heretic. 'Twas to save Ishgard and her people that I first lent my support to this doubtful venture, and 'tis for their sake that I go now to speak with Heavensward. But I said nothing of Tiamat. Should the opportunity present itself to rid my people of one of their deadliest enemies, I shall take it. That is my duty as Azure Dragoon. Alright, so stay behind then, because that is counterproductive, Estinian. You are beyond redemption.
I'm shocked that this cutscene isn't voiced. Like, it really goes to show how low the budget for Heavensward was compared to what, like, Endwalker is.
Yeah.
Yeah. We will accomplish nothing by bickering. If we are to meet with Heavensward, our path leads up the mountain. We shall defend ourselves if attacked, but avoid conflict wherever possible. What other choice do we have? Yeah, well, Estinian, stay behind. I guess we need a representative of Ishgard. Alright, well, we've got too many people for a dungeon, so I'm gonna...
we've got way too many people for a dungeon, because if you come up here, I want you to just come and click on this entrance for me.
Oh, does it count Izael and Estinian as party members?
Well, you have that. Well, you have that option. Is the thing. Instead of going in with a party of players, you can go in with a party of NPCs. And this is the first time where it's actually just the crew.
Yeah, the Estinian plays like a normal dragoon. Alphina plays like a scholar, except he has an offensive carbuncle rather than a healing fairy. And Izel's an interesting one, though. She either plays like a paladin or a black mage with a little twist. She's able to use some of her abilities from when she was Shiva, and when she's in black mage mode, she only ever uses ice magic.
That's good theming. So is she gonna tank for us, or are we just screwed?
It's you have the choice now of going in with the players or going in with the NPCs.
Okay. Well, I don't have Dark Knight high enough level to do this, so is Izael going to tank for us?
Yeah, like I said, she'll either play like a paladin, does tank, or
Yasiel is a flex character. She goes in with whatever role you need to fill.
All right, well, that might be interesting to try.
Yeah,
sure.
Like the way it works with all of the NPC dungeons is like the character options that you have are flexible enough that you can go in with any role. So like if you were a healer, Alphino would switch it up and just be more of a scholar, and he would be a DPS character instead of a healer character.
Yeah,
cool.
Due warning though. For whatever reason, the NPCs just never use AoEs. As a result, fights dungeons with NPCs can take significantly longer.
Noted.
Yeah.
Well, let's try it.
Also, you can come down here and talk to all of the NPCs and say what they have to say after that big dramatic cutscene.
True. There are RPers that go into duty roulettes RPing and hamper themselves?
Mm-hmm.
That's really bad. That's a dick move.
It's fine when they do it amongst themselves.
Yeah, like do it in a party of RPers, not when you're doing duty roulettes.
Yeah, when they do it in duty roulette, it's just like, okay, my guy, you use your fucking tank stance.
Yeah, I love the concept, but you're being obnoxious.
I feel the weight of Dravanian rancor pressing down upon me. Yeah, there's more than just the Dravanian's rancor here. A dragon lost to anger is beyond all control. This I learned to my sorrow when I unleashed the horde upon Ishgard. We shall defend ourselves if attacked, but avoid conflict wherever possible. What other choice do we have? It's funny to see people pop in without their job stones to anything. Man, that's a dick move.
I had a level 80 trial, was my favourite trial actually, but somebody was in it as a level 80 Arcanist, and I checked their information. They had no jobs unlocked on their entire character except for Red Mage, but that comes as a job. You know, clearly they had not been doing their class quests.
That's kind of an asshole move, I'm not gonna lie.
Alright, meanwhile, Danny and I still need to do this for MSQ too, so the four of us are gonna go in together.
Race you to the top.
Oh, I'm not going to beat you.
But still.
One tip with Trust: if there's a stack marker, Trust NPCs will always gather in the center of the arena.
Okay. Gotcha.
Yeah, or in fact, in general, going in with Trust Crew is a good idea because the NPCs usually do the mechanics perfectly. So if you don't know what to do, just follow the NPCs because they probably know what they're doing. Anyway, go have fun with that. In the meantime, Danny, you're the leader, so you can queue us up for our run.
Okay. Are we doing it minimum item level or?
I mean, that doesn't matter. We're not on camera right now. We can do whatever we want.
Lord, do you want me to read out the description of the dungeon for you?
Oh yeah, whoops.
Right. Um, Somal, casting its shadow over the Dravanian forelands, this towering peak is revered by dragons as both holy ground and resting place. And now, in accordance with your pact, Vidofnir has thrown open to you the final ascent to the sacred Mount Summit. But Nidhogg's minions will not lightly suffer this intrusion. Ere you gaze upon the fabled expanse of the churning mists, you must first carve a path through the mountain's denizens and overcome the consort of Nidhogg herself, the she-dragon Tiamat.
Cool.
Sohm, by the way, translates into promised slumber. Which,
Yeah, you've told me about that one.
fair enough. Cool.
Right. Isel, you're
sounds-
tanking? Yes, she is. Cool. What just made a meow noise?
The Gale Cats.
I don't see one.
It's in that pack of mobs right in front of you.
Yeah, that's not part of Sandroll yet. All I can do is quack.
Oh, is it the flying killer? Is that the Gaelic cat?
Yep, that's a Gale
Yeah.
Cat.
Which is also the name of a variation of Gaelic cat in Final Fantasy XIV. Along with Cat Sheep.
Hey, my portrait worked.
Yeah. Oh god, I'm not level synced, so my level was already.
Go, Isel.
Stands was over.
Pull yourself together. Pull yourself together.
Alphado, get out of the AoEs.
I have my pride.
My keyboard is broken and is only making me run right for some reason.
Oh, that's
Uh-oh.
not good.
Okay, I mashed the button enough to get it to stop.
Yeah, I can see this going slowly.
He's just still alive. We both got so danced.
Point Loreweaver.
Yeah, what the hell were you all doing? Like, I ran ahead to, like, kill the thing that was spawning the ads, and I don't know... And then when I turned around, everybody else was dead.
No, don't walk away from the... God damn it, Isel.
The NPCs can be a little goofy to wrangle.
Away with you.
Keeps moving away from the group. Right, now they're all together and I can AoE them.
Away with you!
Oh, giant Ochu boss. Alright, ECL, go at it. Accidentally clicked in my left stick. Whoa, that's a big AoE. Accidentally clicked in my left stick and decoupled my camera from me.
Whoops.
Is that a stack? That's a stack. Is it? No, it's not. They're not moving to the center of this of the arena. Oh, ads, grand. Oh, ads. Uh-oh.
Focus. Release!
Damn it, I ran out of MP. Blizzard it is.
Shiva, aid me!
For the House of Loreweaver!
Almost got this thing we can kill it before the ads do their thing. Got it.
Nice.
Woohoo.
Yeah, the icon above your head obviously mean, I'm pretty sure you'll have worked out that it means it was going to drag you in and everything around you. Then it swallows what's near it. If it swallows one of the wasp enemies, it'll become more powerful.
Ah, gotcha.
So you want to.
Oh, I
try
missed a
and
treasure.
avoid-
Whoops.
Yeah, you want to.
Somebody in your party. Oh wait, no, they can't because they're the NPCs. I was
Yeah.
going to say somebody in your party will grab it. Oh wait, no, they won't. We can't go back for it.
I haven't grabbed a treasure coffer myself in quite a while. It's green items.
And like this dungeon drops 130 gear, which is about as good as the stuff you are probably wearing now.
Let's find out.
Depending on what parts you are.
Nope, weaker.
Yeah, the cap of the previous expansions, Tombstone stuff, usually gets you about to level 33, level 4. Sorry, X3, X4 of the expansion you're in. Oh, good. They updated the icons here. That makes things a lot less awkward.
Yeah, Laura's not here yet, so we'll explain what we mean later.
Oh, that's a Dargan waiting for us up there. Just affecting the battlefield, tossing fireballs at us.
We are so lucky I had that finishing move lined up and ready to go.
Oh, it flew off. That's why my spell interrupted itself. That is a really cool environment. Holy crap.
Yep.
Those melting orbs of stone and crystal. That's cool.
This game's really good at making eye candy environments. Yeah, trusts can sometimes have, well, juice spot even, can sometimes have somewhat interesting character choices.
Well, they just announced that next patch they're adding the Stormblood trusts.
Yep.
So I'll be very curious to see how they do the level 80 or the level 63 trial.
They don't usually put trust in trials.
They don't usually, but
There is one exception.
Clear prisms. Alright.
we'll find out.
Yeah.
We'll find out when they get there.
Yeah. I can think of two trials that I would sorry, not two trials. Two duties that I would recommend using duty support on, just because of the specific party members. And there's one that we also think is that you'll want to do anyway, just because of it, one of the party members.
Cool.
But yeah, like this is the first time where like actual named NPCs have been in the trust party, so I thought it would be fun to go in and do it.
Yeah, this is pretty neat.
Especially because like this part of the quest is very much the Lent camping trio. The campfire trio.
I have my pride.
The Pyro Dragon and the Cryo Dragon are going to come into play in the boss fight later, aren't they? That's going to be
Taste my
interesting.
loss.
Oh, did you see the big claws of ice coming from Zelda?
I think so.
Yeah, that was what she'd use with the sword when she got sword and shield out and get a Shiva.
Nice how you pointed those out when she was in the middle of fighting the Ice Dragon, so the ice effects probably didn't stand out against the Ice Dragon very well.
Yeah, a little bit.
She'll keep using them in other AoE packs. Just look out for them. They look cool.
Know your folly.
Oh, there's actual items in there. That's just dies.
So is this dungeon just a single path because it's designed to be done with the NPCs?
All dungeons are single paths.
Yeah.
Well, no. There's stuff that's got twisty, windy hallways with alternate paths that lead to other stuff. This has just been essentially a straight line with.
That's more of an ARR-ism Like,
Yeah, mostly because ARR was using 1.0 dungeons that they'd trimmed down. So from this point onwards, things are a lot more streamlined.
I will end your struggles.
yeah, I mean, they're like that because they realized that players don't like having a whole bunch of useless paths in the dungeon.
Yeah, a lot of dead ends. They make up for it by having the bosses be more interesting.
Fair enough.
Especially with the reworks that some of them have had.
Yeah, like one of the more stark examples of this was the, I don't know if you even remember this, but it was the level 24 dungeon, Thousand Law. That dungeon is very linear now, because it was like a goddamn maze originally, and it was very possible to like get caught going in circles because, like, if you weren't looking at your map, you just wouldn't notice that you were going in circles for a while.
And it was
so when they reworked it, they changed it so that it is just like one straight path.
And it was even worse in 1.0 where there were different end goals that you reach by taking different paths, and you couldn't get all the treasure all in one go.
I have my pride. Away with you.
Oh, hello. I assume that'll knock us off.
Know your folly. Away with you.
It certainly does not look friendly, does it?
God no, give it googly eyes, it's really endearing. Ninja, do you want to limit?
Oh, sure. Might as well. It's gonna die before I finish the animation.
Oh, achievement unlocked to Dungeons 5.
Another stack immediately.
Yeah, you zoom out a bit, there's all those slimes. Yeah, he eats them, and depending on the colour, it'll have a different effect.
Gotcha.
Red for stack, blue for don't stack, and the green one is a massive wipe attack if you don't kill it in time.
Yeah, that was the thing that Danny and I were talking about before, where originally the markers for that mechanic were much more obtuse. But when they reworked this dungeon for the trust to include trust NPCs, they standardized the effect markers so that because it is effectively a stack and a spread attack, but they weren't marked that way, and so a lot of times players didn't know what you were supposed to do when the boss did the thing. So they just cleared up the UI so it's actually looks proper.
Makes sense.
Your guard is down.
It is weird to get used to these characters not immediately moving ahead like real players would.
Yeah, they will wait for you.
Away with you. Focus. Release.
Danny, get over here. You are a G-pose god.
Oh, right. I wasn't really thinking about the G-pose since Law wasn't here.
Yeah. Oh yeah, we finished the dungeon, by the way, Lore. So
I
we talked about
figured.
G-pose. You were ahead of us for like about 2 minutes because we wiped on the first mob pack.
Good news, you don't need to worry about your party members leaving the dungeon before the group photo.
Away with you!
The bad news is you gotta take the group photo yourself.
Not that I know how to do that. Or can do that on console.
Ow.
You definitely can. G-pose is a very G-pose has plenty of controller support.
Sail, get them to leave me alone. I'm made of squish.
Everybody set up and then actually press the
Away
button
with you.
and everybody reacts. Everybody start animating again. So everything's gone.
This is a lot of dead Dargans we're leaving behind. Bless you. Alright, big boss time. Oh yeah, I forgot the treasure. Whoops. Tiamat, consort of Nidhogg, we beseech you. Oh, whoops, it automatically... As I thought, blind to reason like all the rest. If you would see our mission to its conclusion, you know what must be done. Such rage and rancor. Is there truly no other way? Was that set to automatically advance somehow? Treasure's nothing important. Oh, there's treasure over here. Alright. Woad Sky Druid's Bangle. Woad Sky Weiss's Earring. Alright, Tiamat. Sail go. Sail go. Sail start. Oh my god. Down. Oh, what is this green rock above my head? Alright, actual question. What's the green rock above my head?
It's bad. It's real bad. It's what it is.
It means a meteor's going to come down.
Yeah. We'll figure it out. The healer will adjust.
Away with you!
Orange. Vulnerable.
Away with you!
The ads is just surviving for a while, I guess. Oh, the wings. Okay.
Kind of a shame you weren't wearing your cloud outfit.
I will end your struggles!
That's my go-to for Dark Knight.
Stack meteors with whoever else has got one and make proximity AoEs to one side of the arena, then run for the other side. Well, I doubt that'll work with the NPCs. Oh, I'm in front of her. Whoops.
Away with you!
10%. Almost got her.
Know your folly.
Well, she's dead. Uh-oh. That's bad.
Probably.
That's not great. That is a samurai weapon, it looks like. Okay.
Alright. Dang, I should probably leave the dungeon now since we're about to catch up core.
Yeah. Typically, one of the drops we got in the chest was the black mage weapon.
Oh, by having a crystal seizure. Second crystal revived. Lore? Yeah, I'm good. Don't worry about it. I'm sure it's nothing. 'Twould seem Tiamat was the last. I sense no other dragons nearby. About that, Estinian. What is happening? Oh, that's Nidhogg. Nidhogg, he roars. He knows we are here, then. His fury, it bleeds through the eye. Fear not, I am yet my own master. We are absolutely going to have to fight Estinian later. But that damned worm's wrath burns hotter than flame. Come, the heart of the dragon's homeland yet lies before us. Thus do we add another link to the chain of vengeance. Oh, Saint Shiva, when will it end? Yeah, we did just kind of fuck up real bad.
Hello, Teddy.
Hello.
Hey, Teddy, how's it going?
Pretty good.
To
Woke
the
up like
peak
less than
of
5 minutes ago. How's
Sohm.
everyone doing?
At the end of
Good.
a perilous
We're in a cutscene.
mountain path,
With voices.
Sorry.
whence could be seen a string of pearl-like islands floating impossibly atop a sea of clouds.
Good thing this will get us the flight ability.
To a domain where dragons and men had
In the
once
zone we just
lived in
left.
harmony, whose
God
majesty
damn it.
no mortal eye had touched for nigh on 1,000 years. They came.
The Churning Mists.
Very pretty looking place.
Yeah, it's pretty cool. Alright, let's look at this. Oh, this is a big place. Oh, boy. There's a settlement here.
Oh, I missed the dungeon just barely.
Yep. Lore did it with the NPCs because it's cool doing that.
Oh yeah, nice.
It was an interesting experience. I think I prefer, because it's the really attractive part of that is getting to see their dialogue in the text box, and I'm never able to focus on that.
Yeah.
So I think I prefer playing with you guys, but I will do it when you guys think I should.
Yeah, there's a select
there are
few
a
where
few-
I think.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, there are definitely a handful where doing it with the NPCs is worth the is worth the slowdown. Also, you did it didn't happen to you barely, but one of the other annoying things about going in with NPCs is that if you die, that's it. The game, it's like it just has to start you over at the beginning of the dungeon. They can't revive you.
It doesn't
for
like
some
make you
reason.
replay sections, but you will have to walk all
Yeah.
the way.
Yeah.
Oof.
Persona 3, 4, and 5 rules.
Yeah, and so yeah, that can be annoying if you get to the final boss and die, which you almost did because you stood in front of the boss during a fire breath.
Yeah, that was
Because
that
you,
was
like-
a mistake.
It does let you teleport to like the entrance of the last area, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Good. I feel the worm's anger. His lair is not far. Not far at all. We stand within the sacred homeland of dragons, beneath the sky that is Heavensward's domain. Our quest nears its end, Lore. We are definitely going to have to kill Nidhogg before this is over. We have reached it at last, the peak of Sohm. 'Tis said to be the highest mountain in all of Eorzea, you know. I thought it cold and earthless, but the air here carries the chill of a dozen winters. Well, it's a good thing you've got actual winter clothes on now, Alphino.
Stitch with the bad midriff. Would it be a side riff?
Oh, hey, I'm 3.3k EXP away from hitting 60. Now that we have scaled the mountain, there remains the problem of finding Heavensward himself. Moogle's up here. Pink-palmed Moogles, too.
I'll be right back. I will catch up, don't worry.
What manner
Very
of creature
observant of
is...
you to notice the color.
What manner of creature is that? She's never seen a Moogle before, apparently. Have you seen a Moogle, Estinian? Lore, do my eyes deceive me, or was that a Moogle? It was my understanding that they only dwelled within the Twelveswood. I certainly never expected to see one in the churning mists. If the Moogle does live here, however, he may know where Heavensward makes his lair. Quickly now, before we lose the creature completely. Oh, the area with the Aetheryte is called Moghome. I did miss that. Okay, this way, I guess. Oh, I got a trophy. Art of War 2. Reach level 60 with any Disciple of War or Magic.
Hey, got to level 60 on Black Mage.
Nice. Ah, he's gone. Lord, we must widen our search. What is this lit up plant? I wonder. Kind of seems like Moogle lamps.
You can actually get these as a and decorate your lawn with them, and if you own a house. I have a couple of them at my house because they look really cool.
Yeah.
They light up only at night, so they basically function as lanterns.
Cool. Nearby air appears warped. You sense that concealing magics are at work. Okay, I guess I gotta go to destination first. I have heard tales of these Moogles, but 'tis the first time I've ever laid eyes on one. They are rather adorable, aren't they? Oh, you should see the Final Fantasy XII Moogles they sell. You have no idea. What? Why do you stare at me so? Can I not find a creature adorable? My heart is not truly made of ice. A Moogle, did you say? I am unfamiliar with the breed, but I shall search for one nonetheless. I see no evidence of this Moogle of yours. Are you certain it wasn't a trick of the light? Perhaps it was simply one of these strange plants shifting in a breeze. Wait, did you not see the Moogle Estinian? Then how are you keeping an eye out for it? You don't know what it looks like.
Yeah, he knows he's looking for something weird. Laura, follow me real quick. We're in a new zone, so we got a new set of ether currents to track.
There's an ether current up here?
Yep.
Up there? No. Aha! Cool.
I just heard your legs crunch behind me.
There's no sign of a Moogle in the area.
Oh my god, Milena.
I'm sure I
Milena,
glimpsed...
come down so Laura can see you.
Ha! Nice. You're gonna have to move in front of me because I can't turn my camera that way while I'm talking to somebody. That's cute. I like that. That's fun.
Depending on your outfit, you may end up getting a face full of thong.
Huh! I'm sure I glimpsed a Moogle fleeing in this direction. Could he be concealing himself with magic? Gladiator Paladin, Marauder Warrior, Dark Knight Weapon, cool. Samurai Weapon, don't care. Piety Materia 4. Okay, we'll be taking the Claymore, I guess.
Yeah, that's useful to you. Or it will be once you start leveling Dark Knight again.
Confound it. Could we but enlist the aid of one of the local Mughals, I am certain Resvelgar would not elude us for long. Though the eye enables me to sense the presence of dragons, I can only identify Nidhogg's with any certainty. We could wander the mists for days and not know if we were any closer to his brood brother. And those are days we cannot well afford to squander. Shall we divide our forces then? Lady Isael, might I ask you to question any dragons whom you judge it safe to approach? I shall try, yet I fear the influence of Nidhogg's rage will render most of the Dravanians in the area deaf to reason. And what of you, Master Alphino? He'll be babysitting a Stydian. I have not yet given up on the Mughals. Lord, come with me to Gridania. I mean to petition the aid of the Mughals' kin in the Twelveswood. After that business with Moghome, I dare say they will be glad to help us. Assuming you have no need of me, I shall remain here. Can you resist the temptation to start murdering your way through the mountain, Stydian? Nidhogg senses both the loss of his consort and the coming of the Eye, and his attention is firmly fixed in this direction. I mean to do what I can to hold his gaze, in the hope that it might delay any action against Ishgard. Thank you, Stydian. Come then, Lord, let us make haste for Gridania, and rendezvous at Nofika's altar. But I neglected to tell you. There is an aetheryte of ancient construction here, which should make the return journey rather less arduous. Pray, do not forget to use it. You know, new player, new zone. You'll have to walk here. Okay, after you complete the dungeon, is there a way to teleport from the dungeon entrance to this zone, or do you have to do the dungeon again and it'll spit you out here?
There is. There's an NPC dragon next to it that'll take you up.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, but it still means you have to run all the way from Axial Shrine through that big cave to the dragon NPC, and then he takes you here.
Oh, flying, since we've unlocked that.
Yeah.
Given that you're level 60, there's something you might want to do first.
Okay.
And since we have to leave this area. Yeah, you can now pick up Gunbreaker and Dancer. But Dancer's the one that we think you might be most interested in trying. Plus it'll give you a ranged physical job for later.
Yeah. And also Gunbreaker happens to be in Gridania, which is where we're going.
Cool.
So, Limsa is where the Dancer is, so if we head there first.
Sure.
I'll put us over.
Well, Laura's not in the party, so that won't help.
Oh, right. I forgot you were in the party.
Yeah, Laura can get there on his own. He's a big boy.
Alright, which of these is...
They are right near the Ethernet, or the Aetherite, in fact.
Mm-hmm.
Eager Lomitson or the Yellow Jacket?
Eager
Leminson.
The Yellow Jacket is for Blue Mage.
This Lomitson gentleman appears just a tad too excited about something. Good madam! Oh, good madam. You can spare a moment, yes? Of course you can. You see, I've just witnessed a performance most marvelous, and I simply must tell someone about it. Aren't you talking to this person in front of you? Are they not receptive? I guess they wouldn't be receptive with the way you're acting. What sort of performance, you ask? Why, none other than a troupe of traveling dancers hailing from Radzat Han across the ski. I dare say their bold, exotically beautiful motions are like nothing our realm has ever seen. Adventurers like you are always on the lookout for stimulating new experiences, are you not? You simply must witness this spectacle for yourself. Just follow this road toward the Convent of the Dutiful Sisters, and you'll run smack dab into the stage they've set up in the square. Well, that's a different quest accepted. Is that the Stormblood quest accepted jingle?
Yep.
No.
Or Shadowbringers, actually.
Oh, Shadowbringers comes before Stormblood.
No,
It comes after.
Oh.
The Stormblood jobs.
Oh, right. The
Red Mage Samurai.
Right, the jobs added are a lower level than
Yeah, 10 below the previous expansion's cap.
Yeah, so whatever new job they add in the next expansion will start at level 80, probably.
Mm-hmm.
Unless they decide to change up the formula, which is entirely possible, it is within their right.
Greetings, traveler. Come to see our little show, have you? On behalf of Troop Falsium, I welcome you. My troopmates are seeing to the final preparations even as we speak. Don't wander too far. The curtain will be rising any minute now. It's been quite some time since we brought our art to these shores, or so our fearless leader tells us. I've been practicing day and night ever since we arrived to bring you and your countrymen the performance of a lifetime.
Let us get rid of all of this egg bullshit real quick.
Oh yeah, it is still set up for Easter, huh?
Mm-hmm.
Alright, where's... Ah, there's a destination marker. There's probably trophies for reaching levels 10 through 40 with particular type of class that I'll have to start a new character to get.
No?
PlayStation trophies.
Oh.
So close and yet so far. For all who cannot make the voyage to our home, we bring our art to yours. Hailing from Radzat Han across the sea, I present the incomparable, transcendent Troop Falsium. Today we have prepared a sumptuous feast for your eyes and ears. Let the soaring melodies and the stirring, striking steps of our dancers reach your heart and spirit you away to a distant world. I only see 3 of you. Is that the whole troop? Oh, no, there's a specific dancer hiding in the ether. Oh, is this Vama Aya Flamenco?
Yep.
That Melrose haircut is horrific. Yes, just so, Rana. Betray not your trembling heart. Dance your dance till the last, and let them fall under your spell. Who's this nerd? My apologies. I did not mean to intrude upon your experience. Pray, ignore my mutterings and enjoy the girl's performance. She's trained quite hard for this day, after all. Well, you've got dancer weapons. I don't like that smile. I must say, you carry yourself with a certain grace, don't you? But do excuse me, I forget myself. Were you calling a nerd? You're a black mage. Fair enough.
And a scholar.
Why am I clapping? I wasn't watching the performance. Forgive me for not having properly introduced myself. I am Nashmera, principal dancer and leader of Troupe Falsium. Rana, the girl whose performance you were admiring, is my #1 student and protege. Not for long, I'll be taking that spot soon enough. This may seem a bit forward, but pray tell, have you ever harbored aspirations of stepping on stage, of losing yourself in a whirlwind of music and motion, and enchanting your audience with your every movement? Forgive me, I know this is all quite sudden, and yet I could not help myself. From the first moment I laid eyes on you, I saw, how can I put it, a poise that could only be honed on the field of battle. Yes, there is no doubt in my mind, you would make a fine dancer. I see you
The fact
are...
that she's saying this to a black mage has more than a little irony to it. It's like, oh yes,
I am
black
the
mage.
least mobile
Clearly
class.
You are the master of maneuvering about expertly on the battlefield.
I see you are confused, and for good reason. Allow me to explain. There are forms of dance meant merely to grace a stage, and then there's the art of Troupe Falsium. We dance the Kriegsdance, a dance of war so ancient it is said to predate even the founding of our city. Our dancers train primarily in 2 techniques, each with applications both ornamental and martial. For one, we are proficient in tossing throwing weapons, which are most dazzling to the eyes, and even more damaging to any unfortunate foes they strike. The second is, of course, dancing itself. Perhaps you have already felt it, but it is believed that there are mystical powers to our movements, which can serve to heighten the senses, lift spirits, and drive weakness and worry from people's hearts. The people of Eorzea have done well to rebuild this realm in the calamity's wake, yet there are scars that still go unhealed, and the specter of war still looms large over the land. Nashmera and Rana are named after Final Fantasy XI characters. Interesting. If our art of dance might serve in some small way to ease worries and fears, and offer succor to the hearts of Eorzeans far and wide, nothing would bring our humble troupe greater honor. And so did I decide to lead Troupe Falsium on a tour of this realm. There is, however, a bit of a rub. We have come with only 2 dancers, Rana and myself, and I am still nursing an injury I suffered on the voyage over. My protege is a talented one, but I can hardly ask her to bear the burden of tour alone. And so I felt compelled to reach out to you, complete stranger, who casts fire magic and doesn't move an inch on the battlefield. I can assure you that the arrangement would be to our mutual benefit. Should you offer us your aid, I will personally instruct you in the art of the Kriegsdance, an art that will avail you not only on the stage, but on the field of battle as well.
Kriegsdance is such a weird name for it, given how German that is when they're from Thavne, which is like Middle Eastern themed.
Worry not, I will not force you to rush your decision. We must begin rehearsal for our next performance. Do give some thought to my offer, and seek me out again should you be so inclined. She just phased through that egg. Why are we in the middle of a red combat zone?
Oh, that was my salty egg.
Because Danny is fucking around.
Oh. Well, you're considerably more clothed now, Rana. Thank you ever so much. I can see you cheering me on to the final curtain call. It's always a bit scary coming to new lands, but that just makes a successful performance like today's all the more satisfying. Koilud. I could not help but notice that our fearless leader took an interest in you. While we do not lack for talented dancers, Rana is certainly one of them. None can hold a candle to Nashmera. She is our pillar of strength, our guiding star. You return, friend. Have you taken the time to think over my offer? Yeah, give me that job stone. That is a disturbing response to my offer, but I'll take it. Splendid! To tell the truth, I had feared your answer would be no, but fortune smiles upon Troop Falsium today. As principal dancer and company leader, allow me to officially welcome you to our ranks. Wait, don't tell me. Nashmera has handpicked you to join our troop and become a dancer. Is Rana right, or is Rana right? Rana is right, Rana. I knew it! I haven't been doing this for as long as Mistress Nashmera, but even I can see that your poise and posture is anything but ordinary. That amazing slouch from years poring over books. Absolutely perfect for a dancer. But don't get your hopes up too high. You're going to have to work your arse off to outshine Rana Migo. Let it suffice to say that I will be watching both of your careers with great interest. Oh, but where are my manners? I haven't even asked my student her name. Loreweaver, hero of the realm. An elegant name indeed. Very well then, Lore. This is for you. This crystal houses the amassed knowledge and memories of generations of our forebears, butterflies of the battlefield who have fluttered their way into history and legend. Take it and treasure it. I refuse to believe black mages have ever looked at a book. It's simply not the book job. There's literally a book of black mage spells involved in the level 50 to 60 black mage quests, IGU. There's a black mage poring over it
Black
as
mage
we
tomes.
speak.
Yeah, but they're the one that looked it over, not you. You just got given the results.
I suppose that's true. And, of course, you'll also be needing a change of clothes. Here, this outfit should do. Go ahead, put it on. You'll be amazed at the freedom of movement the pliant fabric affords you.
We can conclude your black mage quest as well.
Oh yeah,
We
you do
can,
have
yeah.
your level 60 job quests there too.
Yeah. Alright, let's equip our new weapon. High steel chakrams. Gear set list. Gear set for dancer.
You want to open up your gear coffer for the dancer first, because that gear is far superior to anything that you have.
Right.
And it's also a red version.
Yeah,
of...
the dancer gear that you just is definitely better than the no aiming gear that you currently have.
Yeah. And it's also a red version of my iconic gear for my main character.
That does look cool.
Yeah,
Yeah.
this is what it looks like on a dude, because I am also a level 60 dancer.
Nice. That's pretty cool.
Yeah,
I am also wearing those trousers in purple.
yeah.
And so is Manor, actually.
Mm-hmm.
Alright, well that's dancer. The other is... What was the other one?
Gunbreaker.
Gunbreaker.
But we're going to go down yet anyway, so do your black mage first.
True. Well, before we do Black Mage, I'm going to take a quick break. I will be back in a few minutes, guys.
I want to see if Lore can do the Gunbreaker intro on his own, so nobody help him with it.
It's definitely funny the amount of people that picked up Dancer and then picked up Gunbreaker and were like, wait, why does this have hair?
Why does this what?
Like, why does the little solo, like, not duty, but the little fight that you do right before unlocking Gunbreaker, it's actually a little bit challenging if your gear isn't very good.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, because like it's designed for somebody with endgame,
Yeah.
or at least, or not even endgame, at least level 60 gear, which you probably don't have at the point when you unlock it.
Yeah, I mean, I mean, suppose technically the Law might have the easiest time doing it as Dancer.
He absolutely would, and in fact, that's what most people do nowadays. Is they unlock Dancer first for the free 250 gear, and then unlock Gunbreaker as Dancer. Because if you don't do that, you have to do the solo duty with level 130 gear, and that's nigh impossible.
Yeah.
I don't know why I always have to move around when I'm in game like this, but I do.
Oh, that's what that means. I forgot I can hide my sprout.
I forgot you can what?
Hide my sprout,
Oh yeah.
which I should not have a sprout.
Yeah, I know.
I mean, it's useful for everyone being nice to you.
Yeah.
It, it'll immediately get added back on next time I log in.
Yeah, we discovered the soundboard right before the stream started.
Yep.
Wow.
All right, I'm back. Where's my controller? There's my controller.
Oh my god, I just
Do I
realized we
have
haven't-
vast tracts of open land? I guess I do. Huh.
Oh, we...
Okay. So,
I am
Tuolda.
glad that, like, the dancer outfit, while it is a little bit, you know, hey, look at my booba, it's pretty modest also, you know?
Yeah.
And I appreciate that.
I mean, like I said, I wear it in void blue on my as my main glamour on my main character. It's iconic to me. Also, I can't believe we went all that time. Oh, we had a bit where we weren't saying anything, and I didn't use this.
Huh.
I am disappointed in myself.
The very first thing one of my friends did when they discovered the soundboard was put the vine boom on it.
God.
So,
I didn't realize you could add your own sounds.
I think if you own a server, you can.
Yeah.
And then if
I
you
have-
have Nitro, you can use soundboard from other servers.
Yeah, Law didn't know about it until I made a pun and made to press this.
I actually did know about the soundboard thing. I got the
Oh,
pop-up earlier today, but
Oh, it spoiled it for you.
I wasn't thinking about it, so that did catch me a little off guard.
Fair enough. Certainly a fun little addition. Oh, my raid leader absolutely hates my puns. I am so excited to use that on him.
Is my stream still going?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, it did hiccup for a second while you were, but it is still going.
Okay, good. My Twitch dashboard says I have 0 viewers, which was not the case a few minutes ago.
No, you've got 10.
Yeah, just refresh the page and it should work.
Good point. F5. Now it's saying I've been live for 0 minutes and 0 seconds and have no viewers.
So what you're saying is, we've got extra time from you then. If we wait until if we're going go until it hits a certain time.
100,000 EXP for this quest, damn. Item level 210?
Yeah, did you notice that the dancing gear, the 250?
No, I didn't look at that. Damn.
This is yeah, gear jumps a lot once you hit the end level.
My my gear on my main is best in slot right now, and everything is 630 except for the weapon, which is 635.
Damn.
Yep.
Also,
Yeah,
get fire
and
four.
that's just like where it is now. Like when Endwalker started, the end game gear cap was like 570, 580, and it has jumped to 630 in the year and a half since Endwalker came out.
God, it really has been a year and a half, hasn't it?
Yeah.
Man.
Time just goes.
Anyway,
Lore, your timing is impeccable. Just moments ago, Jaya Nelha approached me. He ran up to me, all fuss and flurry, and told me he had found the Defiance base of operations. He then departed before I could respond. It seems that he is headed to that base himself. Though the Defiance forces may well be weakened, it's utterly reckless to approach them alone. It's as though he has learned naught from the incident at Ishgard. We should waste no time in traveling to the Defiance den. Before he left, Jaya Nelha mentioned that it was at the Burning Wall. I shall meet you there. Right? Burning Wall. Ah, that place. To Camp Drybone.
I wonder if it's raining.
You're actually lucky, War, because a lot of the level 60 quests ask you to go to Heavensward zones that you haven't unlocked yet.
Ah.
Because they expect you to be level 60 and be at level 60 in MSQ when you do them, and that's not always the case when you're nowadays with all the EXP boosts and whatnot.
Yeah, I mean, like bad once you get to go to the northern half of Sea of Clouds, and you can't even enter that yet.
All right, do I take the right path or the left path?
You can fly.
Yes, I'm currently flying. I'm just trying to remember which way to get to this. Ah, there he is. Jaya Nelha is nowhere to be seen. I fear he may have already fallen victim to the Defiant's destructive magics. We have no choice but to press on. If Jaya Nelha's intelligence was accurate, then Waldev must be further down this road. Are you ready? Level 60, let's do it! Yes, Count Bob. Which way do I go? Nope, not that way. Not that way either. Ah, there's a path this way.
Notice how pretty the wall is.
Oh, that's where the extra spells are coming from. It's Lalai. Duh. Yeah, I do have ley lines, don't I?
Case of wearing glasses. Wasn't sure whether the quality of the video had dropped or whether my glasses were dirty. Turns out the video for some reason dropped to 360p.
Yeah, Twitch is having the day. Okay.
Oh,
Yeah.
so it's not my computer, it's Twitch that had the disconnection. Weird.
Yeah.
Yeah, even at 1080, it's not quite as high quality as normal.
get out of the AoE there. Whoops. His epithet is Dark Eyes? Fair enough. Going all in on it.
Don't tell her own dark eyes.
Remember that enhanced flare is a thing. What does enhanced flare do again? Oh, Waldev is Jayanelha, isn't he? Waldev, give yourself up. Your followers lay defeated. You have nowhere left to run. There's no need for me to run. The summoning ritual is complete. All shall congregate in worship of my might. I may not be powerful enough to rule this world alone, but with this void scent under my control, followers will flock from across the realm to kneel before me. That void gate, it's colossal. Whatever could he mean to summon? Waldev, stop. Whatever comes through that portal, you'll never be able to control it. Barghest, I summon thee. Present thyself and be bound to my will. Barghest, I recognize that name.
It's a type of black dog goblin from British mythology, specifically Yorkshire mythology, and I'm from Yorkshire.
Cool.
They're said to predict bad futures happening, and seeing them is an omen.
Oh, that's a big boy.
They're basically Absol, but British.
Perhaps it's now you who should run. Do you really think that the two of you can defeat me alone? They are not alone. Oh, thank God, a white mage. Your evil plans end here, Waldev. Oh, hey, it's the crew. Shia, where were you? Fool of a mage, you are lost to reason and shall be shown no mercy. Prepare yourself. Squawk. Here we are, and at an end your schemes are. Squawk. Lore, we are here to help. Aid, assist, help. Oh man, the crew is gonna fuck this guy up. I love it. Lore, Lalai, forgive my late arrival. I hope I am not too late to make a difference. Yeah, are you gonna manage healing for 5 people? All by yourself? No, you are inconsequential. Alright, so do I kill Waldev first or the Barghest, I wonder? Or, no, the Barghest is probably about to eat him. Barghest, don't just stand there. Destroy them. No, no, not me. Them. No! Well, he's dead.
My, if it isn't the consequences of my own action.
A sorry end, defeated by the very creature he summoned. It ought come as no surprise. He was playing with forces far beyond his reckoning. We can discuss it later. First, let's deal with this void scent. Five black mages and a single healer.
Don't forget your ley lines.
Thanks for the reminder.
And since you asked enhanced flare, when you use your AoE fire spell, it makes your next flare more powerful.
Ah, gotcha.
Which doesn't really matter for single target fights.
Void Gate.
Or maybe it
There's
does
the
at this
Void
level, but it stops once you start getting different spells, because the black mage rotation changes constantly as you level up. It's a little ridiculous.
Yeah, it's like having multiple jumps.
Ah, there's a planar fisher. Nope, not that. Planar fisher. Another one? No, there's not. Just this one. Cool. Alright, back to the bar guest. Oh, these guys are applying Thunder. Why did you apply Thunder 2 and not Thunder 1? Here, or Thunder 3. I'll apply Thunder 3.
It might be a situation where the NPC's version of Thunder 2 is just like a different spell, technically. If that makes sense.
That does happen.
Fair enough.
And a lot of characters have like heritage spells, like ones that used to be in the game, but only exist through them now.
Or have been changed wildly and only exist through them now.
Like Zaya earlier, he used Stone Skin on him, which is a long gone white mage spell. Which basically
Every old-timey healer I know, like, laments the loss of Stone Skin. It's a little funny.
Like, just walk into Ignore and use Lost Stone Skin, it's fine.
I lost Stone Skin, so now I have to use Lost Stone Skin.
What keeps paralyzing me?
You did have a paralyzed stasis,
Oh, I can target the heads. Duh.
Ah, so it's probably the Head of Thunder then. That might be why they were using the AoE version.
Oh yeah, AoEs would target all the heads. You are standing right in that big AoE. Gonna stand in that blizzard. Okay. Choice.
I didn't realize I was. Oh God, my health. Oh God, Jaya, help! Okay, you can't get mad at me for that. That happened after.
Your health was already low because stacking ice AoE. You got hit by another thing, and that knocked you down to almost dead. Oh yeah, the Head of Thunder sends out a projectile, and you have not been dodging it.
Alright, Bargus is dead.
There you go.
Oh, does the Red Mage finale suck? You could not have arrived at a better time. We thought you were lost to us. Did you think I had rushed in alone? What manner of a fool do you take me for, to think that I would repeat so grave an error? Yeah, I could see the projectile. I just wasn't understanding it, which is why I wasn't dodging it. Oh, hey, you're alive. Kick him in the face, Jaya. Okay, he does not deserve the heals. He does deserve to be thrown in jail, but... For a moment there, I thought he might strike him. Bless you.
Thank you.
But why? You're responsible for a great many deaths, and I have been tasked with bringing you to justice. I need you alive so that you may atone for your sins. You realize that once you heal him to full, he's just going to attack you, right? Because he'll be no longer depleted. Lore, Lalai, I owe you my thanks. First, I must see to Waldeve's incarceration. But once that is done, I shall return to Milvaneth's sacrarium and thank you properly. We too should return to Milvaneth's sacrarium. I'd hate to miss something as rare as a thank you from Jaya Nelha. But first, you should speak with our Beastman companions. This is a valuable opportunity to rekindle our relations with them. It would be folly to waste it. Are they here, or are they in different areas? Oh, they're over by Burgundy Falls altogether. Alright.
What would have been really funny if they would have healed him and then slapped him upside the face. Like healing the mortal wound, just being like, okay, but you should feel pain actually.
I gotta go in the cave. Is the entrance to the cave? No. Yes, it is. Okay. Squawk! All killed, the evil black mages are. No, there's still one alive. Done here, Dozel is. Dozel's debt is now repaid. Yeah, thanks for hanging out. Alright, bye.
I love the Black Mage Squad.
Yeah. To all fight together again. It was a hard fight, but fun. Enjoyable, satisfying, fun. Until we meet again, Lord. See, this guy's more friendly than Dozel. It is well the man was brought to justice. I harbor no regrets. Lord, my friend, though we may be of different lands, the bond we share cannot be broken. I hope we can all meet again. Alright, pray return to Milvath's Aquarium. Got a bunch of materia to get? What do you mean? Oh, did my stuff sell?
No, you've spirit bonded with some of your gear, so you can make materia out of it.
Ah, gotcha. Okay.
You can click on the materia extraction button.
Yes, but I've got to set that up.
If it's not set up, you can just go into your menu for click on it in your actions. It's a general action, I believe.
Yep, already got it.
There we go.
What do I get? Quick Tongue 3. Savage Might 3. Savage Might 2. And Savage Might 3. Cool. Sell those later.
Yeah, level 3 materia tend to sell pretty well. People use them for the ARR clicks. So you can get some decent money off of those.
Nice. I'm sorry to have kept you waiting. Waldeave has been placed under arrest and is awaiting sentencing by the Padjals. Lore, thank you for all your help. The Book of Thal was amongst his belongings. Lalai, I entrust it to your care. Are you sure? You've made your views on black magic very clear. Recent battles have shown me that black magic itself is not evil. It needs only be used in the right way, in pursuit of the right goals. You have shown yourselves to be noble magi with pure intentions. I trust you to use the knowledge within this book wisely. That being said, I am a conjurer. Were I to witness black magic used with ill intent, I would not hesitate to take action. Even if it were you, Lalai, I would hunt you down without mercy. Not Lore, though. I definitely couldn't take Lore. We're just going to leave her out of it. Come now, Jaya. Can't we have any fun? You'd do well to not forget that my order still considers your black magic forbidden. But if there were more magi like you, I hope this might become the first step towards a world in which both healing and destructive magics can meet on the battlefield, not as enemies, but as allies.
Meanwhile, over the Red Mage quest line.
Fire 4. This concludes the Black Mage requests for Final Fantasy XIV Heavensward. You must first meet the following requirements. Stormblood must be registered to your service account. You must have completed the main scenario quest, The Far Edge of Fate, which I assume is the final Heavensward quest.
Mm-hmm.
Yep, that is the end of the Heavensward quest.
Alright, Fire 4. Do I have space for that on my...
It's been a long time since I touched Black Mage, so I don't remember what exactly Fire 4 does. I think it's another AoE.
Fire 4 is a powerful single target spell. That's right. It will be your main way of dealing damage, but it does not refresh your Enochian timer. So every now and
right,
again,
that's how that works. Yeah.
It can only be used while you're in fire phase, and using fire 4 does not refresh fire phase's timer. So you'll have to make sure to use fire 1 in order to keep fire phase every day.
Yeah. So at this point, it becomes basic. Like at this point, the entire game with Black Mage becomes how many fire 4s can I squeeze into a phase before I have to refresh Enochian?
Yeah. The
Because every time you cast Fire 1 to recast Enochian, that's a DPS loss. You could have been casting Fire 4, but if you wait too long, then Enochian drops off, and that's another DPS loss, and so it's all about just riding that line.
Yes, a bit of a juggle.
Yeah.
Oh, and it only costs 800 MP to start with. Interesting.
Yeah, obviously, like...
Yeah, but then there are all kinds of mana conserving things that Black Mages do, so
yeah,
whatever.
You've still got that pendulum between mana burning and mana restoring.
Yeah.
Yep. So open up your coffer because you just got a whole bunch of new gear.
That is true.
And it is definitely an upgrade to the 130 gear you're doing, which you're going to need right now to unlock Gunbreaker.
If unlocking Gunbreaker is something that you desire.
Yeah.
That is a very silly outfit.
That is a very silly outfit. It looks better with the hat, but
It
you can't
would
see
look
the hat.
better with the hat. The goddamn motherfucking hat.
I think the little peek at the thighs is what makes it outright silly, I think.
Yeah.
Well, actually, the hat is just as silly. I didn't even realize. Here,
Oh yeah, that's ridiculous.
Well, it would still be a black mage hat. Come on, just poke some holes for the ears.
Here, I sent you a picture of the hat. It's the same hat that like the bad guy dude was wearing. I actually posted in general instead of Final Fantasy, but whatever, it's in the server.
Oh, never mind. That hat fucking sucks.
Yeah. So yeah, back to your standard lore outfit, TM.
Yeah.
You still look able to wear the hat, but I have a feeling you'll actually quite like the theme of the Stormblood gear, at least.
Yeah.
Here's hoping.
Here's hoping. To Gridania. I do want to see if you can do the Gunbreaker story with your 210 gear, because that will help a lot. And the Gunbreaker unlock is right next to the Ether, right?
Wait, can't I only wear that 210 gear as a black mage?
Yes.
Yeah, but you have to do a fight before you can get.
Gunbreaker, yeah.
Ah, cool. God's Quiver Bow?
Yep. That's the guy.
Makings of a Gunbreaker.
Souls of Gunbreaker, High Steel Gunblade. Oh, we're squalling it up here.
We are swallowing it up here. Yes, we are.
Oi, miss. Fancy making yourself useful? Listen close. A gang of highwaymen have been applying their trade round here these last few days, and we're trying to flush them out. They're slippery buggers, though, so we need all the help we can get. That's where you come in. We've spotted them lurking in the bramble patch, and we're getting ready to spring our trap. All you have to do is collar anyone who strikes you as a bit shifty and raise the alarm. We'll take care of the rest. Alright, East Shroud. To the Hawthorne Hut. Gunbreaker's a tank, huh? Really? Gunblade is a tank, not a DPS?
Yep.
What's funny is that like it's a tank, but it has a very DPS-like mechanic to it. It plays like a DPS, but it's a
But it draws enmity.
yeah.
It was a tank I rarely played as for quite a long time because in Shadowbringers its hotbars had to be set up the same way as a DPS, which did not gel with the way that I set up all my other tank hotbars. So whenever I played Gunbreaker, it was really disorienting for me.
All right, now nobody help Lore with this because I want to see if he can do it.
Well, this is going to be interesting. Oh, I have 7k HP now. Nice.
Yeah, that's that 220-10 gear doing its work.
I suppose
You're
it is.
probably going to be fine since you actually have some level 60 gear. When I tried to do this for the first time, did not have any level 60 gear, which is something to keep in mind as you fight this.
Oh, hey, it's a Hrothgar.
Yeah.
Yep.
They exist suddenly.
Yeah, because this is a Shadowbreaker quest, so they have Shadowbreaker characters now.
Viera as well.
Oh, uh-oh. Come, countrywoman, I shall protect you. Out of my way or I'll gut you. Fucking ow.
Close one. You are winning, but it's getting close.
Got him.
There you go.
Was that supposed to be hard?
It's hard when you have 130.
That's, yeah, fair.
Yeah, because here's the thing: is that like a lot of people, like me, for example, when I first started playing this, end up getting to a level 60 character when they still only have 130 gear, and you just can't fight that bandit with level 30 gear. It's not going to happen. And so I'm sitting here decked out in like very cool looking a Realm Reward end gear armor, you know, hero of the realm, slayer of icons, and this fucking bandit rocks up and kills me. I'm like, what the fuck is this?
Yeah, it's especially funny because a lot of people just really want to play Gunbreaker, so they're like, finally, I'm at level 60, I can get Gunbreaker. I don't want to finish the quest on this thing I'm on, I want to main Gunbreaker. And then they have to get somebody to help.
Yeah. And so, like, the trick though is to pick up Dancer, because Dancer gives you a free set of 250 gear, and then you can use Dancer to unlock Gunbreaker.
You have my thanks, stranger. And mine. If you hadn't shown up, things could have gone very badly for us. It's my fault. I'll be more careful next time. Truth be told, I thought we'd have a quieter journey after sneaking past all those Imperial patrols and leaving Girabania behind. How wrong I was. To think we could be caught unawares by a gang of common thieves. What's going on? We heard a commotion and... nothing much, just a dead body. That's one of them, just like the witnesses described. It's strange they'd go after a pair like you. All their marks so far have been merchants and whatnot. You know, folk carrying coin and valuables who won't put up much of a fight. I reckon that if any of their cronies are out there watching, they'll think twice before crossing you lot again. Still, might be an idea for you to see these travelers to Gridania. Me and the others will keep looking for the rest of the highwaymen. Those bandits. Something about this doesn't sit right with me. We barely have a fistful of gil between us, and I have a couple of foams of edged steel strapped to my back. Not the most likely of targets. Perhaps that's why they went straight for the kill. They might have succeeded if you hadn't stepped in. We are in your debt. I am Radovan, and this is Sophie. We traveled here from Ilsabard, far to the north, where once I served as a soldier of Garlemald. I had no choice. My family was taken hostage. While it is true that I have fought and killed for the Empire, I would never have done so willingly. Although I've freed myself of their shackles, the life I'd known is no more. But that was another life, one I would sooner put behind me. I came to Eorzea in the hope that I might start anew here. And what happened to your family? As for me, I also escaped from the Garleans. I was part of a resistance movement until we were all rounded up or killed, that is. The Empire took everything from me. My family, my homeland. With nowhere else to go, the two of us decided we'd stand a better chance of surviving if we stuck together. And here we are. To see me now, you'd scarce believe I once served as personal guard to my queen. But in the end, I couldn't protect her. I couldn't protect anyone, not even my wife and son. While I would have gladly given my life for theirs, it was not to be. Even so, there may still be a use for the skills I spent years honing, those whom I may yet deliver from harm. That's why I suggested looking for employment as a bodyguard in Eorzea, and Gridania seems as good a place to start. I know you've helped us enough already, but I have a proposal. Would you consider working with us? Why are you so shocked, Lore? Now hold on, Radovan. That's rather a lot to ask, don't you think? But Lore has what it takes to become a gunbreaker. It seems my gunblade has caught your eye. You may have seen Garleans wielding something similar, but this is the genuine article. The ones used by the Empire are simply edged weapons with a firearm bolted on, or vice versa. While they have their uses, they pale in comparison to those my clan forged for generations. Our gunblades use etherically imbued cartridges. When you pull the trigger, the powdered crystal within ignites, releasing the ether. This sends a powerful shockwave through the blade, increasing its destructive capabilities. The cartridges can even be fired into the air to create defensive barriers. Well, it's not a true gunblade if you can't press a button as you swing it to get an extra damage boost.
Oh, well. I mean, technically you're pressing a button to swing it, so...
Have you played Final Fantasy VIII?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Perhaps you should save the lectures until you've heard Lore's answer. Yes. First things first. So, are you interested? Yeah, give me that job stone. In exchange for assisting us, I will teach you the art of the gunbreaker. And I was wondering if you might be able to act as a guide. If you'd accept gunblade training as a form of payment, we'd be most grateful. Once the coin starts rolling in, you'll receive a fair share.
Also, as a point of fact, order, you can, in fact, in this game, press an extra button to do extra damage.
Yeah.
As you swing the blade, that's awesome.
Gunbreaker has
well,
a whole, like...
sort of. I mean, within the mechanics of this game, it's an off cooldown ability, but whatever.
Yeah.
It is basically pressing extra button to do extra damage.
Gunbreaker has a whole, like, phase where it's basically you're using every off-global cooldown for, like, 4 global cooldowns to just unleash this, like, rain of damage, basically.
Nice.
It's akin to pressing a button as you swing. It's the best way they could possibly do it, I think.
Yeah, it's the best way they could have that mechanic within this system.
Yeah, there's a resource where it's basically magically charged bullets that you consume to use the
Well, I
explosive.
mean, he'll unlock it, he can play with it on his own.
Yeah.
You need not answer right away, but please give it some thought. I will answer right away, thank you.
I'll be right back.
Okay.
When Radovan's at his best, he's unbeatable. The trouble is, he's not always at his best, as you saw. I think we both feel a lot safer with someone like you alongside us. Have you reached a decision? You wish to become a gunbreaker. From this day forth, our fates are entwined. While the path that lies ahead is not an easy one, the spirits of my predecessors will watch over you. Cool.
Also, Lore, welcome to the funniest discrepancy between, like, in-game representation and player representation of a player race I've ever seen in an MMO.
Yeah?
So you know how Radovan's sad about his dead wife?
Uh-huh.
That's a lot of Hrothgar in this game. The primary players that play Hrothgar are not men with wives. Let me just say that.
Yeah, that's fair.
Oh yeah, I gotta actually use this.
I also
Level
really like the
255.
set of gear that they give you as a level, as an initiative gunbreaker, as an initial gunbreaker.
Oh yeah, that's kind of neat.
Yeah, it's
Kind
like a
of
really good
lopsided.
like.
Hang on.
Yeah, I like the asymmetric way thing you got going.
Oh, it's even patterned after Squall's jacket.
Yeah, and it is also like because like Squall's like literally is a bonus you get for being subscribed to the game for like a year or so. So you only gain it in like a couple of months. But this outfit is very Squall-esque without literally just being the Squall outfit.
Yeah, that's pretty cool. I like it.
Like that was like for a long time. I actually just like even after I got past 60, I still just had that glammed as my gunbreaker outfit.
A good outfit.
This also might be a fun one to find a target. I mean, just play around with the rotation a little bit so you can see how it works.
I misheard that for a moment. I thought you said target, and I thought you were like, get
Yeah.
Squall's
Oh wait, no,
outfit
actually,
target.
yeah. Yeah, the one problem with Gunbreaker is it definitely gets more fun the higher level you are. Because, like I was telling you about how, like, it has a mechanic where you press a button to do extra damage, just like in FF8. The problem is you don't really get that ability at level 80.
Oh.
So, like, right now it's kind of boring. You just swing your sword and use it like a sword. And every once in a while, the animation for swinging the sword includes an explosion.
You do have
like
blast
later on,
zone at 60,
but later
right?
on, you start properly using the gunblade like a gunblade, and it's amazing.
Awesome.
You do have blast zone at 60, right?
Oh, do you get Squall's limit breaks?
A couple of
a
them.
couple of them, yeah.
Nice.
Kind of like how the melee limit break, I think, is one of Cloud's limit breaks.
Yeah.
The level 1 or 2 one.
Yep.
I'm back.
Welcome back.
Laura is now a gunbreaker.
Hooray.
Hooray. And now we're back to MSQ, I suppose.
Yep.
Unless you want to play around with Gunbreaker some more.
Nah, let's do a little MSQ before we get off.
Also, I'm surprised you noticed right away the difference in the palm color of the Moogles up in the place whose name I forget, but you were just there.
The Churning Miss?
Yes.
I mean, it was a bright pink palm.
Yeah. I just didn't notice until a while later that, oh yeah, red versus pink, okay.
And also they have like more of a cream-colored fur than the Gordanian Moogles, which are more white.
That I didn't notice, but that's probably the lighting.
Yeah. Yeah, that is a much more subtle difference.
All my tanks are level 55 now.
You want to go to the Conjurer's Guild.
Way ahead of you.
Yeah. Yep, there you are.
I sent word to the Elder Seedseer upon arriving in Gridania, and I am pleased to report that she has agreed to grant us an audience. If anyone can help us to contact the Twelveswood Moogles, it is she. We are expected at the Lotus Stand. I trust you are familiar with the Conjurer stationed at its entrance. Dave, I'm back. The Elder Seedseer awaits you. Pray, follow me.
One of my friends in my other FC is a Sana fan.
Is
and
a
so
what?
the Sonic Conjurer is like his personal nemesis.
A huge what fan?
Is a huge Connie Sana fan, and so he considers they consider the Sonic Conjurer like a personal nemesis for keeping them away from her.
Oh.
A rare breed of person. I've never met someone before that was a fan of the Acorn President.
I bid you welcome, friends. The Admiral spoke of having met with you, but 'tis no less of a relief to see you safe and hale with mine own eyes. We haven't heard her voice in Heavensward yet, have we?
No.
Yeah.
Nope.
Kind of a missed opportunity here. We humbly thank you for agreeing to receive us upon such short notice, my lady, and for all you have done for us in our absence. Would that it were solely to express our gratitude that we came to you this day. Alas, the tides of battle yet dictate our comings and goings. Elder Seedseer, we would beg your wisdom in a matter that may finally bring an end to the Dragon Song War. We need to find the Moogles. She just looks at you like, what? Speak on, friend. I see. So you seek a means to contact these Moogles of the Churning Mists. I love how Alphino is looking up at her, which means he's looking at a spot 2 feet above her head.
Yeah.
That must be so disconcerting for her to constantly walk around and have people staring at a spot 2 feet above your head. Nobody looking you in the face.
My eyes are down here. Stop looking at my horns. I get it.
I see. So you seek a means to contact these Moogles of the Churning Mists. Kupapapo! I say, Kupo! Well, that was easy. Greetings, Kuplo Cop. To what do we owe the pleasure of your company? I was struck by the sudden urge to bring you some fruit conne in exchange for your finest alcohol, and I'm jolly glad I did. Tell me more about these Moogles in the sky, Kupo. I will gladly tell you all I know, though it amounts to precious little. We encountered a Moogle high in the clouds of Dravania, and had hoped that you and your kin in the Twelveswood might agree to facilitate a meeting. Pray correct me if I am mistaken, Kuplo, but there are legends, are there not, which speak of Moogles who dwelled beyond the clouds? Indeed there are, Kupo. Long, long ago, back when the world was still young, they say my ancestors served the gods up in the heavens. Of course, that was before their masters took to bickering like spoiled children. Yes, the tale of good King Moghome XII. He is revered for holding fast to a rope of miraculous length that his subjects might climb down from the sky and escape to the world below, in case it's been a while since you did the 2.x quests. Just a reminder. Ignoring the more fanciful aspects of the tale, it may well be that Kuplo's ancestors hailed from the Churning Mists. Given how long his kin have resided in the Twelveswood, it is perfectly possible that the details of their history have faded into myth. Indeed, Master Alphino, such stories oft contain a measure of truth. 'Tis like that the Moogles of the Churning Mist tell similar tales of the world below. I can well imagine why the one you encountered fled at your approach. Oh, fleeing's second nature to us. We often hide when the larger races come tramping through the forest. Of course, where there's one Moogle, there's bound to be more. Okay, his character model is weird. Is that his fur? Is that how they model fur? Those weird glowy outlines on him that are see-through but weird pockmarked? That's weird.
Like a weird sort of particle effect.
Yeah. Which is why I've decided to take a trip to the clouds, Kupo. They surely won't be afraid to talk to me. I was hoping you might say that, Master Kuplo. You will accompany us, then? Just you try and stop me, Kupo. I'll admit, the thought of venturing outside the Twelveswood is a bit unsettling, but I can hardly refuse a chance to meet my distant cousins. If you will have me, I too will accompany you on this venture, and lend my voice to your cause as the ambassador of Britannia. How well can you handle yourself in a fight with dragons, Kanasena? Because, that's probably going to happen. My lady, Are you quite certain? How oft has our nation turned to the scions of the seventh dawn in its hour of need? How oft have we asked the warrior of light to risk her life to save our own? Full many times, I say to you, and never have they refused us. Thus do I choose this day to offer mine aid to our allies for the good of the realm. Is this not just? Okay, that's a silly salute animation. A most unexpected and most welcome offer, Elder Seatseer. We would be honored by your presence. We'll introduce you to a Stydian. I'm sure you'll get on like a house on fire. By which I mean you'll hate each other immediately. Oh, I'm stuck in the environment. That's what... Okay. Pray return to the summit and inform our companions of these developments. I will serve as the Elder Seatseer's guide on the journey back to Sohm. It being a path I have already trodden, I do not anticipate any great difficulties. Besides, we shall have the Elder Seatseer's personal guard to escort us.
So I got out of the cutscene before you, and I sent you a picture in the chat. While you were in the cutscene, the entire time, your toy Alphino was standing over here staring down the real Alphino.
Oh, that's priceless. I'm putting that in Twitch chat. Hang on. That's great. Okay, back we go. Pray return to Dragon Mountain. It is Moghome, isn't it?
Honestly, return to Dragon Mountain sounds like a mockbuster version of Escape to Witch Mountain.
Okay, so I can put my camera inside the dandelion puff lamps.
Oh yeah, it gets really weird when you do that with the pink ones.
You know what? Maybe that'll be the thumbnail for the episode.
I would not object to that. It's a good...
Oh, speaking of, since you're in like Heavensward and such, I think some of your videos might gain more attention if you put like the part of Heavensward you did into like the video title.
Yeah.
Because there are people that seek out specific bits of the game to see how people reacted to them.
That's not a bad idea. I'll try to figure out how to title them then.
Sorry to just bring it up midstream.
No, that's a good idea. I'll think about
That's
that.
a good idea.
I was thinking about raising something along those lines myself, actually, but I kept forgetting every single stream.
At minimum, I should put Heavensward in the title of every video.
Yeah.
Probably, yeah.
Well met, Warrior of Light. Oh, you know what? I should go back to all the videos and do, like, ARR Part 1, or, like, ARR Patch Quest Part 1, Part 2, Part 3, alongside the Final Fantasy XIV Part 19 or whatever.
Yeah. Yeah, that'll take a while, but it'd probably be worth it.
Yeah. Well met, warrior of light. Nidhogg has not stirred, but he watches us, unblinking. Who? The Elder Seedseer herself answers your call. Then there is naught to do but wait. And wait. And wait. And wait.
It's always fun when they're surprised at when we just kind of like show up and say, "Hey, I've got like the Prime Minister on the phone."
Yeah, that's a hell of a thing to drop on people. They are here, Lore. Greetings, my friends. Estinian, this is a Moogle. This is what you were looking for. Estinian's just like, oh yeah, I saw one of those.
Either that or you're just like, thanks, I hate it.
I am happy to report that our journey was mercifully uneventful, devoid as the road was of Dravanians. 'Twould seem the dragons have abandoned Somal for the churning mists. Elder Seedseer, may I present to you Sir Estinian, Ishgard's Azure Dragoon. One of them, the other one is right here in front of you. Does Alphino know that? Does Alphino know there are two of us and I'm the other one?
To be fair, he did say Ishgard's Azure Dragoon.
We're the freelance Azure Dragoon. Literally freelance.
Ha!
And that's not even a pun. That's just like literally what we are.
That's the etymology of the term.
As the literal etymology of the term. Yes.
Even so.
Oh, hush.
Shut up, Danny. 'Tis an honor to meet you, Sir Estinian. I have heard many tales of your order's extraordinary skill and courage. None of you in particular, but, you know, just in general. Did you just do the Hildebrand bow? You just did the Hildebrand bow, Estinian. Who have you been hanging out with? Tell me. You're in some bad company, my friend.
Now that's just the Ellison bow, and so the Ellison bow is really funny because like it's the douchiest bow of all of the bow, and you can tell that the developers know because every time Ellison they do it all the goddamn time.
Friends, I feel it is only right to inform you that we are not alone. The Moogles are all around us, even as we speak, and I should imagine they are more than a little concerned by the horde of strangers that have descended upon their home. Mayhap now would be an opportune moment to introduce ourselves. Are the Moogles spawned by the Fuzz? Is the Fuzz a portal to Moogle land? This should serve. Well, it does kind of have the same fur effect as the Moogle does. They're hiding, of course, but there are so many of them, Koopa. I am Kane Senna. My companions and I have braved the long road from the Twelveswood to share words with you. Silence. The Moogles don't speak English. On this, the occasion of our first meeting, we bring an offering of light and wind. She does magic and is immediately swarmed by the Moogle guards. Oh, such a gentle and pleasing glow, Koopo. Giant Moogle Queen emerges. Good Queen Moghome, the 35th! I am Moglin, the chieftain of this Moogle clan. Chieftain Moglin, it is an honor to meet you. Greetings. I am Kuplo Komp, ambassador of the Twelveswood Moogles. A Moogle from the world below. Your hide is of a different hue, but that palm is unmistakable. I might need a moment here, Kupo. You're the hottest being I've ever seen, an exotic foreigner.
Oh no! Don't make me think about Moogles doing that.
All right, Frey, settle down.
Hey, no, it's not. Hey, maybe she has her own Dark Knight in her head, but no, this is her talking, not me.
I mean, this is still you imprinting, so... Anyway.
My companions were no less surprised to learn of your existence here among the clouds. I hope they did not startle you overmuch in their eagerness to make your acquaintance. Full well can I imagine your wariness. I am told that men have not walked here in nigh on 1,000 winters.
Yeah, the wings are red as well instead of black.
Mayhap you will forgive them for their forwardness when I unfold to you the grave matter which first brought them into your midst. My companions crave an audience with the great worm Velger, that they might negotiate an end to the war twixt man and dragon. An end to war, you say? I trust you, Conesina, though I have no reason to you as I met you 2 minutes ago. The light of peace shines brightly within your soul. But I'm afraid the same cannot be said of your friends. To be plain, we did not hide ourselves because they were the first of your kind to be seen here in 1,000 years. Well, not only because of that. We hid because we smelled dragon blood. Well, about that, yeah. These skies are home to many, many dragons. While some crave peace, such as Velger, many others crave the opposite, such as Nidhogg. Suffice it to say, we are worried that the presence of your blood-spattered warrior friends will attract the attention of the nastier kind and invite destruction into our happy home. Now just a moment, Chieftain. Lore here may have doled out the odd thrashing or two, but it's always been for a really good reason. She is a champion of the Twelveswood Moogles, and I'll not hear her good name slandered. Now, Ambassador, let's not ruffle each other's fur. I shall of course take your testimony into consideration. If I may, Chieftain, there is little room for trust twixt strangers. May we not take this opportunity to learn more of each other? They're just having their own chat, completely ignoring us. They've lost interest. We're no longer the most interesting thing in the room. We've been here for 5 minutes and their attention span is exhausted.
They are Moogles. It's entirely in character.
An excellent suggestion, Kupo. In the interests of fostering friendship and keeping an eye on you, I extend to you the hospitality of Moghome. Prove yourselves worthy of our assistance, and it will be yours. I shall be watching, Kupo. Ever watching. All of these fluff balls are my eyes. I can see everything. Oh, that's another big Moogle. Hello. Moglu? Are you surprised to see such a fierce-looking Moogle, Kupo? No, actually, I'm not. I've kicked ass like yours before. The Palm Guard must defend Chieftain Moglin and all of Moghome. Mind your manners in front of the Chieftain, and don't make him repeat himself. Wait, I thought that was a girl. I thought Moglin was a girl.
I think you made that joke yourself, and
Yeah.
accidentally made it canon in your own head.
You're
Yeah.
joking, true.
Fair enough.
Yeah. It's like it's the good Queen Moggle Mog. It's like no, it's not. It's just
Oh yeah. That's. I did do that, didn't I?
Yes.
Conjured from my own brain.
Yeah. That would be a cool bit of lore if there was like a good Queen Moghome, and it would make sense for them to be right here. But alas, no, that is not.
That is a
the
shame.
lore.
That is a shame. Lord gaslighting himself.
I guess you're just weaving your own law.
And you ruined it.
Hype.
Tell me, in the world down below, do all of your kind look so different from one another? It must be terribly disconcerting. I think that's racist, actually. Is that racist?
Usually racists say you all look alike. They're saying the exact opposite. Is that...
What was it Kuplo Cop called you again? Lore? Your names are as odd as your appearance. Have you ever considered a nice Moogle name? Moglin is taken, by the way, Kupo. Every Moogle has a different name. You're not allowed to share a name with another Moogle. If you take another Moogle's name, we put you down like a dog. As are Moggin, Mogmog, and Mogwin, these being the names of the 3 wise Moogles who will administer the momentous challenges that I have devised to measure your worth. I call them the Trials of Trustworthiness. Undertake these trials, and we shall soon see whether or not you are worthy of our aid. Oh, now I get the Dark Knight thing. Okay.
This is the end of the quest we started like 45 minutes ago.
Yeah.
I have a little bit of trivia here.
Okay.
Moglin, Moghan, Mogwin, and technically it was Mugmug, but we've got Mogmug here.
The Final Fantasy VI Moogles, right?
Yep, the 10 Moogles.
That's fun.
Let's equip Dark Knight and see if that weapon is better. It is not, but I've found gear from the earlier dungeon that is.
It's an improvement for me by
It's probably an improvement for you. You just can't use it yet because you're not 4.
Oh right, it's a higher level weapon and I'm only level 50.
Yeah, that's 83 item levels up for me.
Alright, do I want to continue today or start these quests next week?
This little bit is like cute and fun and is like kind of a good. It's like this little set of trials is a good thing to wrap up on, I think.
Okay, yeah, we'll do
because
that.
then like after we do this trials, it sends us off to the next area, and that's a good place to start.
Cool.
Mogret over here is another one from the 10 Moogles.
Nice. Please, please, please do a bit more, get some NPC dialogue. Okay.
Yeah. Yeah, and plus, like, just going around talking right now is very fun.
If you follow this path all the way to the top, you'll come out on the summit of Sohm. There's such a lovely view up there, Kupo. Try not to fall. You don't seem to have wings, stranger. How do you even get around, stranger? Has Maestro Mogwin finished his latest piece? I can hardly wait to see it, Kupo. I have one of the most important and difficult jobs in Moghome, watering the flowers, Kupo. You can't put too much, you can't put too little. Truly, it is an art form. And you guys do not have a lot of stress up here. Have you ever seen such a splendid flower, Kupo? I water it every day. I can't wait to see it grow even more. Wait, get your chocobo off of it. What is that giant beast? It's trampling my flowers. I did not
Standing in his way the fuck over here, be tsundere.
I did not expect our travels to bring us to a Moogle village. I wonder if a similar settlement exists somewhere within the Twelveswood. I mean, presumably. Yeah, Estinian? Too much cute for you? You gotta hang out here in your edgy armor? Just edgelording? Yeah? Yeah? Can't handle it, huh? Not man enough to handle the cuteness? I get it. The Fury take these ridiculous flying rodents.
I guess they're kind of rodent. Are moles rodents?
Yes.
Okay. And I think bats are described as rats with wings, so I guess.
I think bats are technically rodents.
Yeah, I think bats technically
Yeah.
are rodents, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so Moogles are moles, so yeah, rodents, I guess.
I never realized Moogles were moles. Are you sure they're moles?
Yeah, they're called Moguri, which is a portmanteau of the word for mole and the word for bat.
Oh, huh.
Yeah.
Warrior of Light, we have not spoken since the troubles with good King Moghome, and I would proffer my apologies. Had I not been bound by my duty to protect the Elder Seedseer, I would have stood with you against your accusers in Ul'dah. Well, thanks anyway.
Well, you see them like living underground in some games.
The second largest order of mammals after rodents, bats comprise about 20% of all classified mammal species worldwide, with over 1,400 species. Holy shit. And I guess they aren't rodents. Just as their cousins in the Twelveswood, these Moghome Moogles excel in the manipulation of ether. There are few who could detect them if they chose not to be detected. Oh, you know what? Maybe the locations of Moghome and the other trial Moogles are where those ether currents were. Or ether disturbances. I owe the Elder Seedseer my life. My duty to protect her surpasses all other concerns. How are you doing, Izzle? So exceedingly fluffy. Yep, that's what I expected.
She also cannot handle the fluffy.
Kuplo, you got a date yet? How exciting to have relatives in the clouds, Kupo! Alright, I think that's everyone. Alright, let's start doing these quests.
I'll even never noticed how different these are coloured.
Who? Yes, you have the pleasure of speaking with Moghome. I know, I am the fluffiest, most enchanting creature you have ever laid eyes upon, Kupo. It isn't easy being this adorable. I can barely take a stroll outside without those relentless Dravanians throwing themselves at me. Why, they look as if they might just gobble me right up. You guys do not have a lot of stress in this village. In any case, fleeing their overbearing adulation is growing a bit tiresome. Your trial, madam, is this. Find these ardent archaeosaurs and slap some manners into them, Kupo. Perhaps a firm smack on the snout will teach them to appreciate my charm from afar. So you want me to walk up to a dragon and basic attack its face. Got it.
Oh, you have dragon blood on you. We don't trust you. Anyway, go get more dragon blood.
Moghome. Moghwe's the name, and art is my game. When it comes to painting, there are none in Moghome who can match my talent with a brush, Kupo. I know why you have come. Chieftain Moglin has demanded that I test your trustworthiness. But as I trust no one to create art that will satisfy me, I instead charge you with retrieving a masterpiece I seem to have misplaced. It was an ambitious and innovative work, guaranteed to fetch at least 4 Kupo nuts on the open market. Wow, those must be rare, huh? You must find it. Question the masses. Surely a pebble painted with such... God damn it.
They really don't have much stress in Moghome.
Oh.
Surely a pebble painted with such vibrant color and unmistakable panache cannot have escaped the notice of every Moogle in Moghome. What about your fanboy? Maybe I'll talk to him. Her? Maybe it's a her. I can't tell the gender of Moogles, obviously. Oh, it is the fanboy. Moghome is missing his masterpiece, Kupo. Oh, you mean that paint-smeared mess of a pebble? I've not seen it recently, a fact for which my eyes are profoundly grateful. Oh no, the other one's the fanboy. No? Hang on. Oh no, this guy's the fanboy. Maestro Moghome has misplaced his masterpiece, Kupo? Oh, happy day. Why are you happy about that? If I am the swifter in finding it, I will soon have a genuine Moghome for the price of a little perspiration. Honestly, who has 4 Kupo nuts just lying around to spend on such luxuries?
They're rolling into
Easy.
Moghome.
That's why they're happy. It's opportunity.
Yeah, they're rolling into Mogwin's DMs being like, "Hi, can I have a commission for free?"
I'll pay you in exposure.
Yeah.
I don't know much about this stone, but I do know Mogwin's been creeping out the back way to Somal's summit from time to time, Kupo. Maybe he left it up there. Hello! Yes, I am Moghome, the foremost alchemist in Moghome, if you must know. If your tummy's gloopy or your wings are droopy, I have a potion to fix that. I see you don't have any wings. Do you have a tummy? You don't look like it. Or I would if I didn't keep running out of ingredients. Luckily, you're here to do my trial. Yes. Go forth, mighty adventurer, and mightily pluck 3 sprigs of cloud's breath for me. You'll find it blooming near the entrance to Isle Tome. It's not the safest of places, so don't let yourself be too distracted by the pretty flowers, Kupo. Not a lot of stress in Moghome.
Such wise creatures.
Milena has 180 Kupo nuts. Just gonna take over the entire Moghome economy, huh? Well, what did you find out, Kupo? Yes. Now that you mention it, I do seem to recall leaving my pebble out in the sun to dry. The second part of your trial commences. Go, adventurer, and retrieve my masterpiece before some art-starved admirer swipes the stone for himself. We're gonna have to fight the muddled Moogle and get completely overwhelmed by him, aren't we? Oh, I can't fly!
Yeah, there's a ramp in the back.
Welcome to having to earn flight, Lore. I'm so
Again.
sorry.
That wasn't great to me, Vic. Well, it's a good thing we have flying now, or the zone we just left.
Moggy! I'm so glad you don't have the Gold Saucer theme playing for you, Moggy.
Or you went in the exact opposite direction. You were supposed to go out the back way, not the front way.
Well, I'm at a target direction. That Moogle is getting chased by something. I'm at a target circle.
Yeah, that with an arrow pointing upwards to show it's above you.
Oh. Whoops. Well, if it isn't one of the visitors from below, are you searching for something? If so, just ask. I pride myself on being the second most well-informed Moogle here, Kupo. What do you do here? Why, I'm in charge of guarding the entrance to Moghome. If I see any of the many malicious monsters get too close, or if anything else is even slightly out of the ordinary, it's my duty to report straight to Chieftain Moglin, or the Palm Guard, Kupo. They're all very bored, so they welcome even the slightest disturbance. Of course, when something is amiss, a timely and detailed report is of the utmost importance, so focus and knowledge are necessary to be an excellent guard. That's why, next to Chieftain Moglin, I'm the second most well-informed Moogle in all of Moghome. If anything is troubling you, or you have any questions, chances are I'll be able to help. We won't be hiding or running away anymore, Kupo. What kind of place is this? As the name implies, Moghome is where us Moogles make our homes. It lies at the summit of the towering mountain Sohm. Just how high is Sohm, you ask? Well, if you must know, you're free to climb down yourself and see. Sometimes a distant dragon howl will awaken us in the night, or an impolite monster might chase us around. But besides that, I'd say we have it pretty good living here above the clouds, Kupo.
Here, more, you can ride my mount.
Yeah, in a sec. I'm looking at these Moogles. Mogsy! Continue down this road, and you get to Asa. My friend Mogmont's guarding the entrance there. It takes a courageous palm to stand guard with all the Skylords about, Kupo.
Honestly, we may as well just go north and do those ones first since we're so close to them now.
I mean, we're literally directly underneath a target.
And there's no way to get there from here.
Oh, there's no way to get to the ones to the north from here?
No, to the one right above you.
Oh, I thought you were going to fly me there.
No, I'm not. I don't have flying either.
Well, why'd you tell me to get in your mount then?
Because I actually know where to go!
I see the ramp.
I should re-invite you though, so that we don't have to fight multiple of the enemies when we get to the fighting ones.
Oh yeah, now that it's daytime, those purple glowing trees have turned off.
Oh yeah. Oh, it's another one of those crystal orbs. Cool. It's floating around? Is that not a crystal orb? Is that just some giant plant? It's moving. It's attached to the ground.
It is some kind of thing.
I've never noticed that.
Yeah, it's on a giant stalk. Huh.
Yeah, it looks like it might be a tree because it's like it. Oh, so I think it is a tree. Or it might just be a bit of land that's like tethered to the ground by a vine.
Mogmill. I'm gonna build the biggest collection of shiny landlord treasures any Moogle has ever seen, Kupo. And then I'll bask in the envy of everyone in Moghome. By landlord treasures, do you mean stuff stolen from your tenants?
Oh right, this is the area where you get to kill landlords.
Painted stone. Obtain the Moogle masterpiece.
Whee!
Alright, bye. Oh, I just got a bit of horror from dropping that far. Oof.
So easy to forget what it's like to not have flight in areas in this game. But it's something you have to experience every expansion.
I like the time where you're not flying. It gives you time to like get to know the zone better before you just start flying over everything.
Yeah, I do too. I have a friend who's really impatient though, so they spent money on the Mog Station motorcycle that has like slightly increased mount speed because like it's so slow normally.
I just like the motorcycle because it's
It's from Advent Children, yeah.
yeah.
I like the motorcycle because it has Crazy Motorcycle, or the Chase from Final Fantasy VII play. Which is one of the tracks I really like in that game. That and Birth of a God. Birth of a God is criminally underrated.
Yeah, it's sad that One Winged Angel kind of overshadows it because Breath of a God does own.
Yeah.
This is another T-Rex model that is available as a mount.
Yeah, like I said, 90s, stereotypical 80s colour scheme.
Alright, I guess I will follow you guys.
Gotta climb up this mountain.
Excuse me.
Got where the last one was. I think it's down here somewhere.
Found it.
Right there it is.
Thanks for going with me on this campaign trip, guys. Seriously,
Yeah.
this has been a lot of fun.
This has been a fun one.
Thank you for taking it with us.
I hope you're enjoying the game.
I am.
It's one of my favorite games. You're not even to the part that made me decide it was one of my
Yeah.
favorite games.
This is what I wanted the entire time I was trying to buy it for you.
Two lightning crystals. What?
We killed some lightning sprites.
Ah, right, you get crystals from those. Do you have it, Kupo? Is it secret? Is it safe?
I think that's a reference.
Lord of the Rings.
Ah.
Yeah, I was making a Lord of the Rings joke.
Oh,
That's
okay.
that's Gandalf asking Frodo about the One Ring.
Okay, I thought I wasn't looking at the dialogue at the time. I didn't realize you were adding to it.
Yeah.
The one pebble to rule them all.
Never really got into Lord of the Rings.
It's good.
I know it invented so many of the tropes it uses, but because there are so many series that have used each trope better or subverted it in other ways, it kind of falls into the TV tropes.
Seinfeld.
Yeah, Seinfeld is unfunny.
Here's the thing. It is extremely well written. Like, people have done more interesting things with the elements of the story since, but that's because it's been 90 years since they were written.
I didn't like the way they were written. I tried reading the books at one point, but I didn't like
The books are a little dry.
Books are a little dry. Have you tried watching the movies?
Yeah, never got into them.
They're so long.
I mean, yeah, it's just it just never clicked.
Well, that's a shame. Yes, this is my work. Is it not exquisite? I call it Contemplations of Zenith. Thank you, madam. At last I can exchange my art for those delectable Kupo nuts. Chieftain Moghome will hear of this valorous deed. Alright, what I got? Dark Chestnut Rod. White Mage, Scholar, Astrologian, Red Mage, Savage Aim. Should I go for the Scholar item? I think I'll go for the Scholar item.
Might as well.
I took the rapier because my reputation is 53, so it's almost equivalent.
Oh, this Moogle's having a nice time singing. You were able to humble my Dravanian devotees? Wonderful! You are as capable as I am captivating, Kupo. Still, my precious perfection does not excuse those louts from pursuing me so mercilessly, their tongues lolling and bellies rumbling. The Dravanians and their ilk have much to learn about acceptable acts of admiration. What do I got here? Archer, Mechanist, Black Mage, which is worse than what I'm wearing.
Yeah, by two item levels, I think.
What?
By about 2 item levels, I think, because I think you're 135 with your weapon.
Yep. And Arcana / Summoner piece. I guess. What do I want from these?
Technically, you're leveling Summoner too.
That is true.
Yeah. Worst case scenario, you can always put them on the market board.
True.
Yeah. And people do buy them because they're nice upgrades if you don't happen to have that quest done. Or if you did the quest already and so you need to, and so you're leveling ults.
Did you have any trouble finding Cloud's Breath? I do need it quite urgently, you know.
Yeah, that staff would have been good for you if it weren't for the fact that you literally have the best Realm Reborn weapon possible.
Yep.
Oh, yes, these are perfect, Kupo. Now I have the main ingredient for my palm tonic. Speaking of which, how are you feeling, miss? Should you ever feel your palm losing its bounce, then I'm your Moogle, Kupo. Well, I have 2 of those, but they're plenty bouncy, so I'm fine.
Vieira privilege.
I guess I'll take the Lancer weapon.
Take the shield. I'm in the same boat as you there.
Lore, if that is what you insist on calling yourself. No need to be rude about my name. You have completed the trials of trustworthiness administered by the taskmasters Moggen, Mogmug, and Mogwin. During these grueling tests of character, I closely observed your conduct, as well as that of your companions. And I am decided, Kupo. Gather your friends before me now, so that I need not repeat myself needlessly. Well, Margaret's got an Ether Current quest, right?
Yes.
Are these trials over, then? My tasks have been little more than household chores. If our hosts select not to... Yeah, though, that's kind of the... that tells you a lot about what life's like here, Alphino. Not a lot of stress in Moghome. If our hosts elect not to grant their aid after working us like pack chocobos, I shall demand compensation in Kupo nuts out of principle. But I hope it will not come to that. Let us hear the chieftain's verdict, shall we?
Man, even Alphina's fed up.
Yo, Izzle, pull yourself away from the fluff. What sorcery is this, that my heart should stir at mere fluffiness? Lore!
She can't handle it.
She cannot handle it. No matter. What is it? Chieftain Moglin has made his decision. Well, let us not keep him waiting then.
If I'm starting to think that if she saw the Moogles before she became Shiva, we might have actually had good Queen Moghome.
We've become such friends, Kupo. My Moogle cousins love to sing and dance as much as I do. Chieftain Moglin has finally come to a decision, has he? Well, I suppose I'd better flutter over and see him then. Standing here in Moghome, my thoughts turn inevitably to the legend of good King Moghomog XII and his seat in the heavens. Like most, I thought it no more than a myth, a story for younglings that grew with the telling. but with every passing moment I became more certain that we have discovered the origin of the tale. Full eager am I to hear what the chieftain has to say. Oh yeah, we should probably ask him about King Moghome.
Yeah, honestly, it's a good bit of world building.
How go your trials, Warrior of Light? I myself has been sent on a number of expeditions to chastise the local dragon population. Did not their chieftain wish to avoid inflaming the Dravanians? Such contradictions aside, our hosts seemed entranced by the height of my leap. They compared me to Mog, a lance-wielding Moogle warrior of Eld, who also favored such attacks. Nice Six reference. 'Twas meant as a compliment, I expect, but I doubt these furry lumps could outleap a caracal lamb, much less a dragoon. Conclude your business here swiftly, Lore. I like not this place. Voice? Nope. Never have I seen such determined workers, Kupo. The rest of the Moogles are just layabouts. There's not a lot of stress here, you see. It would have taken us moons to complete all those dreary chores and niggling errands.
Saying the quiet part out loud.
And have our labors proven the purity of our intentions, Chieftain? Without a doubt. In fact, there was never really all that much doubt to begin with. You were, after all, already friends with a fellow Moogle. We're just so lazy, you see. But, you see, before any meeting with Heavensward could take place, certain preparations needed to be made. And what better way to help you pass the time than by having you perform all the tiresome tasks that no one ever wants to do, Kupo? Uh-oh, he noticed that. Oh, dear. The horn! Bring out the horn! Quickly now! She's gonna blow a horn in his face. Oh, he's giving me the horn. We blow on this wondrous instrument whenever we wish to speak with the great worm, Kupo. We haven't perhaps been treating it with the care it deserves of late, and I think Morgan may have sat on it. So we needed some time for cleaning and polishing and straightening. No lasting harm done, though. Now, you need simply head to Zenith, the worm's dwelling to the west, and give the horn a good toot. We are in your debt, Chieftain. Thanks to your noble gift, we shall finally have a chance to plead our case to Heavensward. Very possibly, yes. But I wouldn't get my hopes up too high, Kupo. The old worm isn't terribly fond of, you? Are you guys not in favor with Heavensward? Your concern is appreciated, but I am quite certain that Heavensward will welcome our overtures. Should we ever arrive at his lair, come, we have squandered enough time already. Oh, get over yourself, Astidian. It's all right, Izzle. He can't handle it. Chieftain Moghome, we thank you for your gracious hospitality. Though we must soon take our leave, I pray that we may continue to nurture the shoots of this new-sprung friendship twixt earth and sky. Of course, Kupo. Visit us whenever you wish. Consider Moghome your home amongst the clouds. Why, that's very kind of you. Well, that was fun. Oh, Morgan, you have a quest. Thanks for the help, Kupo. I doubt we would ever have found time for all those rotten chores. Hey, it wasn't my idea. If the chieftain had spent a little less time sitting about and a little more time chieftaning, things would never have gotten so messy in the first place. And he was the one who sat on the horn, by the way. But now all the errands are done, and the horn is fixed, so all's well that ends well, eh, Kupo?
Thanks, Tails.
Yeah.
He's not flooded.
Yeah.
Well, I expect you're eager to be on your way. Did I mention your friend was looking for you, Kupo? If not, Alphino is looking for you. I'll be waiting just outside, stretching my wings. Let me know when you're ready to depart. Alright, I think we'll leave off here. That was fun. This is a fun little area. Very cute. I like this place.
I'm glad. Some people get a bit grumpy here and think it's a bit of a poor pacing, but...
I think it's just silly enough to justify the... It's not very long, is the thing. That took me half an hour, right? Like...
Yeah.
That was barely anything at all. And it's just a nice diversion of silliness before the plot gets serious again. I think this was fun. I like this.
Yeah, I think it like how much somebody enjoys this section is directly tied to how much they like Moogles.
I mean, I'm not super high on
that too.
Moogles, but I think they're fine.
There are some very passionate Moogle haters.
I think the mole features of Moogles are meant to be like their little paws, their general body shape, and like their eyes.
I think the cutest ones are in 9 when they have that little mane around them.
Oh yeah, I love the maned Moogles.
My favorites are still the ones from 12. I love the design of the Moogles in 12. And the fact that they wear little clothes is so cute.
Well, yeah, because they're like... they're just
One of the
considered
dominant
kind
races.
of on the level of every other, like, sentient race, generally.
I still need to beat Tactics Advance.
I've never played it.
I think the first Tactics is the best story in the set of Tactics games.
Yeah, Tactics 1 is fantastic. Have you...
Tactics Advance is kind of missing some important plot elements in its English localization.
Yeah, there's a missing line that explains the whole plot that's missing from English.
Yeah, I know.
Which is
it's
funny as shit.
Singular line. It's also the fact that the fake Evilise is like a Lotus Eater situation.
Yeah, that's the missing line.
That's the missing line. Is the
I
thing
mean,
that,
yeah,
like,
but like the main character brings it up to his friends as well, you know?
Yeah, that's the missing line.
that's the missing line. Like that's the entire point.
I thought you meant missing line singular. Sorry.
Well, it's just the missing part being that the
Yeah.
weld is taking their energy and basically killing them slowly.
Yeah. Okay.
But I do like that results in the main character looking like the villain, and there's just something really satisfying about
Yeah.
that.
Because the main character says, "Oh, this is a fake world,"
Like he's like,
but
this is
in
this
the
is
English translation, there is absolutely nothing backing him up on that. It just looks like he's a dick who wants to destroy the dreams of all of his friends, including his brother, who can't walk in the real
normally.
world.
And he even straight up says, "Well, I suffered too. My parents gave you all the attention because you're disabled," and I'm just like, "Oh my god."
Oof! Oof!
Yeah.
Dude,
Oh, holy shit!
that's when everyone in the Something Awful Let's Play thread just started drawing the main character of Tactics Advance and the costumes of other Final Fantasy villains.
Honestly, whenever somebody sort of said that they wanted like Ramza in Final Fantasy Dissidia, I always said I like the idea of him being a Ramza being a warrior of Cosmos, but I don't want one of the actual Tactics villains to be the counterpart for Chaos. I would want Marsh to be the counterpart for Chaos, because it would be so interesting with Marsh thinking that this was a fake world, which it technically is, but
And if he was like another Lotus Eater situation, yeah.
yes, so because he thinks it's the same as in Tactics Advance, he'd be working with Chaos to destroy the world.
That'd be fun.
That would be very interesting. I'm so sad what we got for Dissidia 3 was just like no story, just a multiplayer only.
There's a story.
There is? There's a campaign?
Yeah, there's a story mode.
Huh. I thought it was just a multiplayer, and that's why nobody played it.
Oh no, there's a story mode. It's about the same sort of quality as Dissidia, which not especially impressive, but fun, but a fun thing. But
Okay, Duodecim was better than Dissidia 1, but
the difference being with the Dissidia NT, rather than the characters having their memories missing, leading to them acting like they do before the character development, they have all the memories, so they're acting like what people expect them to act like.
Cool.
So you don't have Murphy Cloud because he's missing all his memories and basically he's acting like his makeup points himself.
I hope Cloud says let's mosey.
And the terror of the original Dissidia, she was really shy and really scared of her powers, whereas Dissidia NT has the later game version of her where she's comfortable with her powers and she's a lot more optimistic.
Well, maybe I should play it then. That is not a. Those noises are not a stirring recommendation, Danny.
That's not a stirring recommendation.
I found it fun multiplayer, but the gameplay is so focused on multiplayer that it doesn't really work as a single-player game. So what I'd recommend is watch the cutscenes and enjoy the fan service.
Fair enough. I wish it was more successful, though, so that we would get another one. I wish we'd get another one like Duodecim, right? Like, Duodecim was... Yes. I put so much time into Duodecim. I had a blast with Duodecim.
Honestly, I'd be happy with a Duodecim port with online play.
Yeah.
Is NT the one with Y'shtola in it?
Yes.
Cool.
Yeah, that's the most recent one, so it's the one with the FF14 characters.
Yeah.
Characters plural, some of whom are spoilers at the moment.
Yeah.
Oh, really?
Oh, maybe I shouldn't play NT then.
Yeah, not until you've done Stormblood.
Fair enough.
But it does have some fun moments, like Y'shtola just being her curious self, and like there's a portal. Onion Knight and Van are trying to guide her around because she's new to the world, and she's like, "Oh, cool, a portal." Pushes them through and just walks in.
That's Y'shtola for you.
She just was like, "You guys are just pussyfooting around. Just come on, let's go."
Oh, man. Alright, well, that's where we're going to stop for today. For Final Fantasy XIV at least. A little later, I'm going to get on and I'm going to do 13 Sentinels Aegis Rim for like an hour and a half. Not very long. Just a little bit.
And then after that, you have to play a game with the number 12 in it.
That took me a second.
and then you just count down until you can do another playthrough of 9 persons 9.
Oh, man. Before I go, I would like to plug my Patreon, which you can find either with the ! Patreon command in Twitch chat or in the description of the YouTube video. I make my living off of Patreon, and I don't make a lot of money. I've lived on $700 or $800 a month for quite a long time, and I'm making more now that I've been focusing on growing my Patreon, my Twitch Patreon, but I still haven't made enough to actually save up any money. I make enough to pay my rent and my bills, and I don't really have much beyond that. I haven't been able to save up money for like a decade at this point. I'd really like to be able to have an emergency fund, so every dollar you guys pledge helps me immensely. Pledge $1 a stream, or even just $1 a month, you know, whatever you can afford and want to send my way. I really appreciate every little bit I get. So, yeah, please consider pledging to my Patreon. As for the schedule, at 6 p.m. EST today, I'm going to get back on for 13 Sentinels Aegis Rim. Tomorrow at 2 p.m. will be Disco Elysium. Monday will be Horizon Zero Dawn at 1 p.m. Tuesday, I'll be doing Zero Escape, Virtue's Last Reward. Wednesday will be Disco Elysium at 5 p.m., so probably 13 Sentinels at 1 p.m. before that. I haven't decided. That's Wednesday. Thursday will be Signalis at 1 p.m. Friday I have free. So I don't know what I'm going to be doing that day. We'll have to find out. And then next Saturday will, of course, be Final Fantasy XIV. So, thank you guys for tuning in. Thanks for hanging out. Thanks for watching. And I will see you next time.
Ciao for now.
See ya.
Have fun, stay safe, and be brave enough to be kind.